So here's a fun thing.
Okay.
Over the years, we have certainly changed the way in which we broadcast Desert Bus.
Okay.
Originally, the very first year, we were in like 320, we were very, very, very small.
Yeah.
We
You need a separate
broadcast.
feed for your...
Yeah, we had a different feed for the bus cam. We now broadcast in high definition, 1080. Over the years, we broadcast in high Dengler vision, if you recall.
Yep, I do.
But we have never before broadcast in super marionation.
Ooh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
It's Ken, everybody!
Hey!
Good evening, Ken. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Graham.
Well, it's great to have you here. You're looking very well.
Ian, come on, get it together.
There we are. Yeah, you can let go. You can let
Ian,
This
let
is
go.
not a bunraku.
Thank you.
Where am I? Oh no, I'm falling apart. Where am I sitting?
Probably right
I
there
don't.
to start with.
We'll
I
get
don't-
you the.
I don't want to sit in the chair with all.
There we go.
Ah, there we go. Thank you.
There's your theme music. Excellent work, Ian.
Okay.
I couldn't even see your lips moving.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Alice, could you help me out here, please?
I sure can. I thought you'd lost weight. Your strings are showing. Let me help you with that.
You should.
The props department is under budget.
This is getting so badly.
Okay. I'm off to take care of Dracula.
Where am I?
Somebody please take these away from me.
Am I on Desert Bus again?
Welcome.
Gee whiz.
Oh, man. Thunderbirds.
Hi. I've always wanted to be a Thunderbird.
I used to
Thanks,
watch that.
Who is your favorite character?
Thunderbird 2.
Correct.
I was all about Thunderbird 2.
I like-
giant cargo thing.
Yeah.
The, like...
Lady Penelope. I wanted.
I was gonna
wanted-
say,
I wanted
probably-
the pink Rolls Royce with the 6 wheels.
Yeah, I think the Tracy boys were, when I was watching it originally, were largely interchangeable.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Thunderbird was actually 4. Was it 4?
Oh, the drill?
That's
No.
the submarine.
No, the 2. Darn it, the big green
The
one.
big
big
green
green
one.
one
That's
is
two.
two, yeah.
2, yeah, it is.
Right.
The
was
best
Oh,
2.
no, the
Thunderbird.
drill was one of the things that was inside one of the containers.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was my favorate vehicle.
Yeah.
Apparently, a bunch of Jerry Anderson, who created like all those super.
Penelope is
shows.
not named after the marionette. No.
Apparently, he was a bunch of guys from the guys who were developing Concorde came to see him, and told him that they had all been inspired by Thunderbird.
What?
And they had actually figured out, like technically, how the Thunderbird 2 could actually fly.
Wow.
It's like, because I remember looking at that and going, that would never. My dad was a pilot, right?
Right.
It's like, that
Also,
would
just
never
like
fly.
a bunch of stuff about Concorde just made a horrible amount of sense.
Wow.
It's like, okay, no, I saw this show. We're gonna make a supersonic jet airliner, and we're gonna make his nose go boop.
Yeah.
Okay, do you
The
remember?
wings are gonna go
Okay, okay.
and then
I have to say I'm a bad dad because I traumatized
What?
Alex when he was really young
Oh,
by
yeah.
showing him that episode of Thunderbirds called "Trapped in the Sky," Can you describe it?
I
please,
don't
Alex?
know. Okay, I don't know why this got to me so bad, but the episode is like there's a nuclear powered jet airliner, and there's like it's the subject of a terror attack, and they can't land, and they have to keep doing donuts, and they're
But
running.
they can only stay in the air for a certain amount of time
Yeah,
because otherwise the passengers get irradiated.
Yeah, just like it's getting tenser and tenser, and the guy, the plastic marionette's got sweat on him. He's like, the time has expired. We don't have any more shielding left, and they're trying to land it on these like remote controlled things, and it was just like really corny tension, but I bought it hook, line, and sinker, and I was just like, those poor people.
Do I have to wear this for the whole thing?
Yeah.
This was your idea.
Wait, do you
If
mean
you don't mind
by
me
this? Do you mean the mic or the costume?
No, the costume because it's like nylon, and I'm going to be
You did
schwitzing
that.
like.
Do we have
Okay.
to cut you out of it with the same shears?
You may just.
Yeah, we have
okay,
the shears.
All right, we'll see how long I last.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So we are now, and for the 10th year, joined by Ken, Value Added, and many other nicknames, Stacy.
Yay!
I'm going for all the nicknames this year.
Oh
Yeah,
my!
we
Please
have-
get his last name right. Unless you're
What?
doing that on purpose.
The corny tension,
EA.
Stacy. Those poor people. Son of. So they're starting already. What am I up to? I think I'm up to like 30,000 nicknames.
We have a
Something like
link,
that.
yeah.
We'll make sure you get
We have a link with all of them.
list.
Yeah.
Look at
There,
those
there
good
we are.
boys.
There
So
are
wait,
those
you have
boys.
the yellow sash, so you are
So I am.
Virgil?
Oh gee, I should know this.
I don't
I think
remember-
I'm Virgil. I think I'm
I don't
I'm
remember
Virgil.
any of their
I can't-
first
I can't
names.
either. So, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, does anybody know what FAB stands for? Because I would always say,
FAB.
Oh wait, it's No,
Doesn't stand for anything.
I was
Yeah.
really.
No.
No, it
Because
doesn't.
No, doesn't
SIG
stand for
does
anything.
stand for something.
Yeah.
Which is.
Spectrum is green.
That's SIG.
Yeah, that's what I
Alex.
said. SIG means.
Oh, I thought you said
Spectrum is green.
FAB.
No.
FAB.
Different show.
In a different language, maybe in a different language.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Like-
Sorry. Don't do that.
Did they-
If I get vertigo and start being ill on camera, that would be unpleasant.
Yeah, that would be.
Did they do any Super Mario? I mean, apart from the upcoming Firestorm from Anderson Productions, did they make any Super Mario Nation project after Captain Scarlet? That was the most recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, they started doing live action and did Space 1999,
Which
who can forget
I remember
that.
fondly.
And UFO, which we remember fondly for the moon base women with purple hair.
That was your first waifu.
Now you have to explain what a waifu is.
Oh,
so
I don't know.
to your dad.
I'm just gonna.
You played yourself, Stacy.
Okay, we're going to cut to a commercial now, and Alex is going to school me on something that I may or may not want to know.
Well, if you want to know what a waifu is, just look in your nearest trash can.
Oh, apparently. Hey, Ken.
They're having lots of fun in tech. I'm going over to tech, but they're having
Several
way more
people in
fun
chat are
than
confirming.
I am.
Several people in chat are confirming that FAB stands for Fully Acknowledged Broadcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I don't know. I'll
Okay.
do some light Googling.
All right, do some light Googling.
Anyway,
it's a 5 by
so
5.
what are you doing here, Ken?
I'm not sure, but every year I show up and I do stuff in land.com.
They arrive.
Which
and
camera should I be
money
looking at?
happens.
Is that the one there?
Yep.
See, it's really weird because there's a screen and there's a delay. So when I go like this, look, presents.
I'm the giver of things.
Yeah. So we should do introductions. You are Graham.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
That's me.
Yep. You're supposed to say, and who are you?
And who are you?
I'm Matt.
Great. So now you know everybody.
There.
And that's
That's
Ian.
about right.
That is Ian. That is Alex. That is Serge. That is Ben driving the bus. How are you doing, by the way, Ben? How you holding up?
Good. This is great. I'm really looking forward to getting that second point.
Good. And this.
Driving at night.
I'm not going to sit very close because I heard you this morning talk about the couch of farts.
Yeah,
You're a little late on that one.
That or when you sit down and it, 15-year-old Cheeto dust pops out of the thing.
How
Yeah.
old is that chair? That isn't the original chair, is it?
Yep.
It is.
We've used it ever
Is
since
it?
Desert Bus.
Two.
Two. Oh, okay. So,
So
it's
that
not.
chair-
Okay, so it's pretty close to me.
10 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It
we
has a
broke
decade's
it.
worth of farts.
We broke it that year, but we've kept using it ever
It's
since.
marinating.
This
We didn't break it that badly.
is the
Yeah.
reason we have a strict no smoking policy, because if any spark gets near that, we're all dead.
It's
Yeah.
near this?
Probably
Oh,
also.
yeah.
You would just melt.
And they were just mail, and I would be wearing it for the rest of my life. So,
But at the end of
And
every
so-
run, we take like a green hose, kind of like they do at the zoo.
Yeah.
And just like spray it down, put like the finger over the front.
So anyway, Ken
yes, hello.
is an artist and illustrator who's worked with everybody under the sun. Most recently, Margaret Atwood.
Indeed. Yes.
Very exciting.
We'll be talking about that a little later.
We'll come back to that later. And you've worked from the brands from Star Wars to Ultra Boy to
Who?
Ultraman, Astro
Better.
Boy.
Astro
I was
Man,
mashing
Ultra
them
Boy.
up,
Wait a
and
minute,
you did
wait a
not
minute.
like that.
That could be a good mashup. Ultra Boy
Astro Man.
and Astro Man.
I shouldn't have tried to create new IP while I was doing the
Call the
introduction.
lawyers. Just like copyright that right away.
Jello Man. Oh, yes, of course you worked.
No.
Didn't you create Jello Man essentially?
No. Well, yes. No. Well.
What's the dog's name?
Wobbly.
Wobbly. That's right.
Jello Man
Jello
and Wobbly.
That's
That
right,
was
that's right.
yeah.
That still creeps me out that they were made out of the letters Jello, and
Yeah,
like,
that-
you were supposed to like they had these molds, and you would eat.
You could make Jello Man and Wobbly?
That was the whole idea.
So no, his
yeah.
entire
you had
body
these
is
molds.
composed
Yeah, of the letters JELLO.
So would you consider that maybe Wobbly was cast from the mold of Yondo?
Well, yes.
Get out.
Well, look at it that way.
What,
Now we'll have to explain
Yondo- did Yondo pose
let's
for-
not,
anyway.
Let's not go there. Let's not do this. Okay. So what was the question? Why am I here?
Yeah, what you got going on
Why
tonight?
am I, you name it. I got bags and bags
No,
of stuff.
that's my mom who has it going on.
Anyway, for the past
That's
10
my wife you're talking about.
for the past
Watch
for the
that.
past 10 years, inclusive of tonight, Ken has delved into what we've lovingly come to know as the Archive of Awesome, which is artifacts and original drawings and just other fun stuff from your storied career.
How is that possible? It's been 10 years.
I don't know, man.
I was just like, well, what happened in the intervening? Well, lots of things happened. So yeah, it was 10 years ago tonight that you guys were at the old moon base, and
The
Alex,
old moon
Alex was
base.
describing what was going on. I said,
Base
"Oh, that
2.
sounds like fun. Can I play too?" And I was there for 3 nights, as I recall.
Yeah, because you brought some stuff down, and it blew our minds at how much money it raised, and so you came back.
The
You
next
were, you were
night,
like,
and
well,
the
I
next
got to
night,
go
and then
back.
I became addicted to Desert Bus.
Yeah.
I was
So since then, we had to
jonesing
limit you
pretty
to one night,
hard. Yeah.
and that's tonight.
It was interesting because I remember the first night saying to Joan, I had never felt so young and so old simultaneously. It was a very odd experience because,
It's all the new
you're-
tech. You've got
yeah,
memes
you're looking at the
coming
chat
at you. It's
and,
broadcast
it's
live
like
on the internet,
people
and
are asking
the chat's full of
questions,
people
and
going, "Oh, I've never heard of that IP,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, well, I drew it, so."
Welcome to Ken Desert Bus's My Garage Sale, Stacy. Not anymore. Not anymore. All the garage is gone. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason that this is your.
That you're not asking me on anymore.
This was
we
your.
were tired of him.
This is your suggestion. Stop blaming us for things that were your idea, like that costume.
What I remember last year distinctly, you saying, "What do you want?" Oh, that's right. You said, "What do you want to do next year?"
So this is it's not like Ken's never going to come back, and it's not like he's never ever going to have something to auction off or give away potentially. But
Aw.
this is the last time that you're going to have the full Ken Stacy
Yes, this
evening.
is the last full meal deal. Next year, the plan is that for next year and for as long as you'll have me, I will do one auction, one big super spectacular
would
one. And next year is going to
love
be
to
a really
have you.
good one, which I'm going to talk about that a bit later.
Cool.
So,
Yeah,
Did you
well,
finally get into 3D?
what does that mean? See, see, now I'm feeling old again. Okay,
You can only blame Alex for that, I'm afraid.
How does that happen? Time keeps on slipping in the future. So, a few shout-outs. I'm hoping Joan's watching. Hi, Joan. Everyone say, hi, Joan.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Mom!
Thanks.
Hi, Alex's mom.
Is she in the chat? No. And hi, Ray. Hopefully Ray's watching too.
Hi, Ray.
And a big shout out to the class of 2019 of comics and graphic novels
Oh, yeah.
at Camosun College, and to all of our colleagues in the communications department and in the School of art and science and art. So yeah, so
high,
hopefully
high class of 2019.
It's
Like,
either
good
the
comics,
comics.
and all of our colleagues in the comics program.
Good job, Graham.
There's everything Ken just said.
Okay, so, and then just hi to everybody out in there in the chat and everybody watching and everybody donating, and thank you so much for Graham and the whole crew here for the opportunity to serve the community.
Well, we're
this
thrilled
is
to
like
have
the
you
best
back.
thing that I do, and I say that from the bottom of my heart. And this is, you guys are the best.
Thank you. Shall we begin?
Already? I'm just like, I'm just kind of soaking up the love.
Well, actually, one quick thing
There's a
before.
big platter of food out there too. that I just barely got,
One quick bit of housekeeping before we begin, which is a reminder, as this says on the website for each of these things, that by Ken's request and with the participation of Child's Play, half of anything raised from Ken's various auctions and giveaways goes to Child's Play, and the other half comes back to the Desert Bus Organizing Committee in recognition of all the work that we put into this over the course of an entire year, and we are very, very grateful of that. So, with that disclosed, what do we have to start the evening of fun?
Stuff. Okay, see now I'm really organized this year. I brought. So, this year, being the 10th anniversary, I thought we would do 10 lots. So there's going to be 10 lots.
That makes sense.
5 live. 5. That's no jive.
It's a box.
It is.
Goodbye. See ya.
Okay.
A clipboard
So,
with
a
words.
clipboard. We have a clipboard. Okay, so how do you want to do this? So we have 5 giveaways.
Let's
And
start one of those.
let's start with a giveaway.
Let's start a
Okay.
giveaway.
All right, good. So let's. I need the portfolio. Keep me my secretary and hold it. Thank you. Okay, so the first giveaway is, thank you. You did a great job. Signed comics and graphic novels logged by canned value editor Steacy.
Hey, that's you.
That'd be me. Biff Bam Pow comics, they're not just for kids anymore. Wait, what? Ken's always drawn comics for everyone. Witness this stack of stories for you to peruse. Actually, on a
You wrote this.
Oh, you're right. I did. I thought it sounded familiar. Wow, who's that?
To commemorate our 10th anniversary here, Ken plays himself.
I play myself all the time.
Oh, that's not appropriate.
No, wait, whoa, I said I did not. With was not in there, so don't be.
Do you know why I moved
I
out?
didn't raise him to be like this.
You didn't raise me at all.
So are these graphic novels that you, I assume, have participated in some capacity?
Yes, indeed. Actually, before we go on, this is on a sober note. I was deeply saddened today to hear that Stanley is no longer with us. He was 95. He had a fabulous life. Thank you. When I was 11, I decided I was going to be a professional comic book artist for a living, and happily I had parents who never tried to dissuade me from so atypical a career path for a military brat. My dad was a fighter pilot. And in 1974, I went to New York City and I banged on Stan's door, and he said, "What do you want, kid?" And I said, "I want to work for you, Stan." And he said, "Go talk to John Romita. He's the art director." It's like, Flo, who let this kid in here? Unfortunately, Fabulous Flo Steinberg wasn't working there at that point anyway. So John Romita offered me a job as an inker. And I had, even then, I was not crazy about the fact that comics in those days were created, it was kind of like an assembly line. Like everyone was a specialist. And I wanted to do everything because I'm a big show-off. I wanted to take all the credit or accept all the blame, for everything I did. So I thought long and hard about it and thought, you know what, I should really go back to school and actually build some skills, because at that point all I could really do is like copy other people's comics. I mean, I wanted to be Jack Kirby when I grew up. So I went back to school.
Thanks for that decision, by the way.
Indeed. Were it not for this decision, my lovely and talented assistant here would not be here, because on the first day of school, I met my wonderful wife, Joan, who is the co-creator of the Comics and Graphic Novels program, and also is a graphic novelist, and her book, her autobiographic memoir, Aurora Borealis, will be published by Conundrum in the spring. The War Bears compilation will be published in hardcover in the spring. And Alex, you have something coming out in the spring, do you not?
Well, I wasn't gonna announce it yet, but here we are.
Sorry. No,
No,
he
it's
doesn't.
fine.
He just-
Okay,
Wow,
It's
this
in-
is great. I'm
it's
sorry.
in the works.
I didn't mean to out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just like
Oh, okay.
it's okay. Cloudscape Comics. I pitched my webcomic Dregs to them a little while ago, and they have expressed interest in putting it in their 2019 lineup. So
Really?
look forward
Wow.
to seeing that next year.
Holy moly.
They work real slow, but yeah.
We're creating.
Oh!
Hey!
2 point shift?
Yo.
Press start.
Hit the start
Sorry,
button.
sorry.
Yeah, cool.
That's 5 in a row.
What
Oh,
just
that
happened?
panic
We
she's
got a
having right
point.
now, that was
The
me.
8 hours of work doing nothing has netted us 5 points in a row. We haven't
Yes.
crashed
So
in
you
You
just
just,
press
you
40
just,
hours.
just hold
That's
down
not
the
possible.
accelerator. It takes a sec to start up.
That is crazy.
Yeah, hit the left
As long as we're
steering wheel,
announcing
you'll
new
see
comic
moving.
stuff.
Yeah, you just got to hold down the accelerator again.
This is the important stuff.
After
There you go.
everybody's like
Yes, Ben, yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, so
right,
as
we're
if
off.
that wasn't enough,
Sorry to interrupt.
after Desert Bus, I have a new comics project that I'm going to be announcing. I did like a little teaser because I didn't want to announce it like during Desert Bus because the content is like a harsh non-bo of the event. But look forward to that later.
Cool. So we're creating a dynasty.
And to clarify, just for some people in chat, when you say you went and knocked on his door, you meant you went to the Marvel offices.
Yes.
Not
Not
his
his
personal
house.
residence.
I did not go to his house.
No.
Yeah,
That's-
specifically.
That's
but I know.
not okay.
Yeah.
That is
Just
totally
FYI.
not okay.
Also, a lot harder to do before the internet.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, yeah. So I did eventually go back and I worked for Marvel and drew Iron Man and stuff like that, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, playing in someone else's sandbox, and doing other people's intellectual property, doing work for hire. It's great fun. But I wanted to do my own stuff, create my own stuff, and this segues nicely into why I'm dressed like this. It's strangely enough because. In the late 80s, when Marvel and DC both started doing creator-owned works, I pitched them the idea of doing a Thunderbirds comic. And so the art director said, "Oh, that's really cool. We remember Thunderbirds." And so I contacted Jerry Anderson, and he said, "Well, this sounds interesting. I'll send over some tapes." So a bunch of guys at the DC offices got together and watched tapes of Thunderbirds, which they hadn't seen since they were like 7. And it did not go well. They're like, "Oh, yeah, that's..."
Oh, come on, this is awesome!
I thought so too, but it was more based on the comic by by Frank Bellamy, who's like a big influence of mine.
You couldn't get through to them. It's like, yeah, it looks kind of stupid, but I'm drawing a comic.
Exactly.
I'm not making.
No.
I'm not going to draw them like puppets.
No. So anyway, so that didn't
well.
happen. But the good news was I ended up doing Tempest Fugitive, which was the other project I pitched, which was my own intellectual property, which is a much better thing. So if anybody wants to make a TV series or a movie out of Tempest Fugitive,
It's totally sick.
it's yeah. Okay, so enough of segue. By the way, the best quote. I think there's always controversy and stuff about who created what and so on. Jim Steranko, the guy who created the Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. that we know and love today, pretty much, though he already existed, said, quote, "Stan Lee created the Marvel Universe, aided and abetted by guys like Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko and me, Jim Steranko." And I think that was really well put, because Stan was kind of the heart of Marvel, and it was, you just have to look at the work that people did when they're working with him at Marvel, and look at work absent his presence, and there's a marked difference. So anyway, I bid hail and farewell to Stan, and thanks from the bottom of my heart for being so much a part of my childhood, my adulthood, and everything else. Now about those movies. The Last Avengers. Don't get me started.
Wait till part 2.
We won't.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? We just watched Ant-Man and the Wonderful Wasp, and at the end of it, I'm like, no. No spoilers. Okay. All right. A stack of comics and stuff. They're in here somewhere, I think. I hope.
I mean, I hope so too. We have to mail them.
Me too.
Jim
Everybody's like,
Steranko, the guy who slapped Bob Kane.
Wait, what?
that's the one.
Oh, good.
That-
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I believe you.
Are these the comic? Yes, here we are. Okay, good. All right, so the first giveaway. Thank you. So,
Double check. Yeah. No. Yeah. The mic's on.
What? Mhm.
Mic's on. Chat. Calm down.
Hello. Can you hear me? Testing.
Yeah. No. You're fine.
Oh,
I'm just. Couple people
and
in
it
chat.
comes with this lovely FedEx.
Ooh.
I love Tyvek. Tyvek is the greatest stuff in the world.
You ever made a
I want
wallet from
clothes. What?
You ever made a wallet from them?
No, but I know people who have them. I want clothes made of Tyvek.
Oh, yes.
Why
You
is it-
can
why
you
is it
can
not-
buy those.
You can?
Yeah, for
Right.
like
Clothes?
installing installation. Oh, ooh, careful with rubbing for the microphone there.
Oh.
Yeah, when you buy like Tyvek suits for installing insulation and stuff.
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
They don't
so,
look attractive.
well, it depends on who's in them, isn't it? Doesn't it?
No, they're shapeless and awful.
Oh.
You want a suit made out of Tyvek but designed by like
Ben's doing what I was trying to
acronym.
He's going for the bus
He's
stop.
going for the nighttime bus
What is
stop.
Ben doing?
He's going for.
Don't worry,
Bus
just
stop.
let him concentrate.
Is it coming up soon?
I don't
It
know.
would be.
I think you might have passed it by now.
Probably.
Is it right away?
No, but it is in
It's
like the
pretty
first 10
quick.
or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably passed it. at
I
this
think
point
you
then.
I think you passed at this point.
But it's virtually impossible to see unless
Okay.
you're right up.
Okay,
next
so
to
one of the reasons that I'm
Yeah.
sort of dialing back my desert bus presence is that I'm running out of stuff. I mean, it's like I got no stuff left. These are like the last comic books that I own. Well, that's not entirely true. Oh, see, there's a Tyvek suit right there.
Yeah. See.
You're right. It's rather shapeless. Okay, so I went through the archives and I found all kinds of stuff. So, this is a book for Scholastic. I did all the illustrations for. Victor and Yondo, Marvel Fanfare, Great Canadian Superheroes. This is the Iron Man story that I wrote and illustrated. I did everything on this. Here is another Iron Man story. You also get a sweet episode of Weapon X. Star Wars, which I colored. See, I actually I parse out certain aspects of my skills. Ken Stacy Summer rerun, bunch of reprints, more Iron Man, Doom Patrol, didn't do the cover. Actually, this one was like a lot of fun because the editor called up and said, Ken, do you love the King? I said, King Kirby, of course. And he goes, could you channel the King and do a comic for us?
Look at those Kirby dots.
So this is Grant Morrison doing Doom Patrol as if they were the Fantastic Four. And I said, not only can I channel King Kirby, I can channel Joe Sinnott, who is his best inker. So this is about the most fun project I think I ever did.
I mean, second.
Johnny Quest.
Nice.
Who remembers Johnny Quest?
Oh, yeah.
Oh right,
Okay,
that's the one where they all die.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Not only that. Okay. Doug Wildey, who was a co-creator of Johnny Quest, hated the dog. Originally, Johnny Quest had a Black Panther, and they said, "Oh, that's too frightening. Kids won't like that. Give him a cute dog, like a pug." And so Doug hated Bandit so much. Every episode he wrote, he tried to kill him. And the producers say, "Oh, that Doug," and they write him back in again. So I said to Doug, "I promise you, if I do a comic, I'll kill." It's a terrible thing to say. I said, "I'll kill the dog."
Is that how you got the job? Like,
Yes.
I will kill that dog for you. He's like, get in. Get this man in here.
Spoiler alert! It's a dream story.
It was only.
It was only a dream. Captain Rochester. Just did the cover. This is great. Mick Mosen Helvetico is this is from the UVic Indigenous Law Research Clinic, and this is actually used as a text by law schools across the country. And the wonderful Val Napoleon, who was the driving force behind this, also has just launched the first and only Indigenous law program at UVic. It was launched a couple of months ago. So, and we're doing at least two more of these books. This is a weird one. This is a book I did for a little company in Japan. It's English language programs, learning programs for Japanese business people. I got stories up the wazoo about that. And
Yeah, food safe!
let's take out half the words and replace them with pictures.
If
Yay.
you work in the
Better
service
comprehension,
industry,
retention,
here you
etc.
need food safe.
Yes. The best part was actually drawing all those adorable little pathogens. I mean,
Gross.
Where are they? Where are those cute little? There they are.
Take
There's the
all
cute
of those to
little
Kevin.
costumes.
I'm not sure what's on Kevin.
There we go. Okay, so it's just like a stack
the
of miscellaneous
Waluigi.
stuff. I'm happy to sign all of these, of course, but I'll also personalize them if you so desire.
Wow.
Remember, if I personalize them and you decide to downsize someday, you'll have to find someone named Kevin or whoever to
Kevin?
sell them to.
Kevin.
Kevin.
So
Okay.
this is actually let's go over
How
to
many things are there?
Many.
yeah let's can we go over to Kevin's to
4, 5, 6,
In
7,
mangaka. Oh, we'll talk about mangaka this week.
11, 12,
They're all upside
13,
down.
14, 15.
I'm getting dizzy because they're all upside down.
I'm fixing it. There's 15.
okay
15,
so
okay,
something
so-
perhaps ending in 15.
Ending in 15. So for some reason the number 715 has jumped into my head
Sure.
because it's probably about 715.
It's
now.
733.
Oh. Okay, then let's make it 733. There we go. That was easy.
Sounds great.
Okay, here's how this works. Over
You-
Ray.
You
Nice.
don't
That's
know.
your
professional.
cue, come on.
Damn.
It sounded like you were really gonna take
you
it
knew
that
it.
and run with it. You've done this for
He was giving
9
you the
previous
alley-oop.
years. Yeah. So
Man, that was a softball. That
the
was a
way this
handoff.
works is if you donate $7.33 anytime in the next
Or multiples thereof.
or multiples thereof anytime in the next
15 minutes. Whatever.
half an
Between now
hour.
and 8 o'clock.
Okay, but yeah, between now and 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
if you donate $7.33 or multiples thereof, you'll be entered to win all of these comics and graphic novels, and optionally Ken
Where did
will
I get this?
personalize them for. I mean, he'll sign them
I don't know
definitely.
why.
He may
Okay,
personalize them for you if you so desire.
I'm trying to remember where I
So get in on that
I
because
think-
that's
I think I
a
meant
whole
that
bunch of
in
cool
that.
stuff. Look at that Iron Man cover from Fanfare is
Real good.
Really
that's
good.
real pretty.
I want to know Pump 19 doing multiples. What is
Cool.
the lowest
Doom toots as he
denomination
pleases.
of multiple that has a 0.69?
I don't see. It would have to get a lot higher.
Yes.
Yeah. So Ken,
So what?
What's-
So yes.
what's next?
What's next? What should we do? A live one?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get this one out of the way because this one's a little tough. So, I have been. I've worked with a number of wonderful authors in the past, and one being Harlan Ellison, the late great Harlan Ellison, who we just lost a few months ago. And I met Harlan at the World Science Fiction Convention in 1972. Or was it 73? It was way back in the day. And he was a guest of the show, and this was in Toronto at the Royal York Hotel. I was working with Baca Books, a wonderful science fiction bookstore, no longer there. And I was helping them work their table. And so here comes Harlan. And I had read Harlan since I was like in my late teens. There's a great cartoon that R. Crumb did of discovering Mad Magazine and Harvey Kurtzman. And he's standing there like looking at this thing with his mind being blown, and he's going, I'm not ready for this. And I remember reading Harlan Ellison when I was like, I guess I was probably about 15 or 16, Beast That Shadowed Love at the Heart of the World, and you know, one of those books. And thinking the same thing. It's like, I'm not ready for this, but I can't put it down. So, so there he is, and I had heard all the stories about how he, like, if fans who offended him, he would throw them down elevator shafts and
Well, hang
you know,
on.
bite their heads off and stuff like that. So I had a bit of trepidation, but my operating philosophy is the worst case scenario. If I can deal with the worst case scenario, I'm going to go for it. So the worst case scenario is he's going to throw me down an elevator shaft. And I thought, well, there's not an elevator shaft anywhere near, so.
Also, that was probably apocryphal.
Yeah, wait, you know.
He did send a dead badger?
Gopher.
Gopher. To an editor?
It was a publisher who had put cigarette ads bound into his books. Bad idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
he mailed him a dead animal.
No, that's
Wow.
That
that's
sounds like something
justified.
Harlan Ellison would do. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
You
something Harlan
you
Ellison did
can
do.
learn
Okay.
all about it in Dreams with Sharp Teeth. The
I was just going
documentary.
to say, yeah, which is superb. So anyway, so I said, you know, I screwed up my courage and said, you know, Mr. Ellison. Actually, I had this great opening line because I wanted to meet like all the people who had influenced me. So my opening line was, "Hello, Mr. Ellison. My name is Ken Steacy, and I've flown all the way from Germany just to meet you," which was almost true. Because we were stationed in Germany at the time, and because I was still considered a military dependent, I could fly free on this 707, which flew twice a week from Comox, up Vancouver Island, from Comox to Nicosia, Cyprus, stopping all along the way. And you could fly for free, but there are different priorities. Priority 1 was, for generals and stuff, prime ministers. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pri 5 was standby, and that meant you could be bumped anywhere. So if you were not lucky and, you got bumped in Gander, Newfoundland, you were hosed. But I flew on it for a couple of years. I went back to comic conventions when I was stationed in Germany. And so there I was at the World Science Fiction Convention. So
Wait, Comoc's here?
Yeah, Comoc's here.
Wow, what a weird route.
Mm-hmm.
It was. So anyway,
Have you ever tracked a UPS package before?
That's right. So anyway, so he didn't bite my head off or throw me down an elevator shaft. And so we, Jim Stranko's comes up again because Jim Stranko just done an illustration for Along the Scenic Route, which is a wonderful science fiction story Harlan wrote for Galaxy or one of those magazines. And I said, are you going to collaborate with Stranko again? Because I think, you're both the bad boys of your respective industries, and this would make a really interesting collaboration. And this pained expression came across his face. It was very odd. And he said, oh, man, I'm not a bad guy. Really, I don't deserve that sort of thing. And it just really struck me. I thought, wait a minute, I'm just some little schmo who's like, a fanboy, and yet it was almost like he was talking to me like I was someone who he was concerned about, like this reputation which was largely unfounded, because Harlan is definitely larger than life. And so I thought, wow, there's a lot more to this guy than meets the eye. And I said, I would love to collaborate someday. I said, I'm going to be a comic book artist when I grow up, and I'd love to collaborate. And he said, well, keep at it, kid, and if, someday it might happen. And sure enough, it was about 5 years later that I sold my first Harlan Ellison story to, there's a magazine called Andromeda. They're doing adaptations of science fiction authors' work. I had tried to secure the rights to a bunch of Ellison stories, but they did Byron Price, a great publisher who is no longer with us, did a great book called The Illustrated Ellison. So I ended up illustrating a bunch of the Earth-Kaiba War stories. And what I loved about those stories is that, as I say in the introduction, the stories, there's this gigantic intergalactic war. And in fact, his most famous Outer Limits episode, Demon with the Glass Hand, is actually part of that series. So,
Is it?
It is. But what I loved about it was the fact that it's about characters. It's always, it's character driven. It's not plot driven. And I try to make that distinction is that, to me, the character driven stories are always the most engaging. So anyway, I ended up doing a number of those stories, and they were anthologized.
What you need?
Oh, the portfolio. Oh, thank you. Boom. Is this it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so they were anthologized by Kamiko, comic company, which is no longer with us. And then a company called Graffiti did a limited edition, which Harlan wrote a story, especially for the limited edition, a new story for me. About a couple of years ago, Dover Books reprinted. They did a new edition, which we did completely from scratch. I rescanned all the artwork, redid all the typography.
Wow, what a pain.
No, it was a joy. It was a delight. You may recognize this. This is a spread that I auctioned off a couple of years ago here in Desert Bus. And then we also reprinted the story that Harlan wrote, especially for the limited edition. And then there's additional stuff here, like the cover that was never used for Andromeda magazine is in here. Joan's sculptures. Joan's an astonishing sculptor, and she did all these little maquettes of the characters so I could light them and work from them. And then,
great idea.
And then afterwards, yeah. So this lot includes the Dover reprint anthology.
You haven't actually said Knight and the Enemy at any
Knight
point.
and the Enemy. Now, I remember well that our wonderful editor, Dana Schutz, when he said, okay, Harlan, what are we going to call this book? And this guy wrote stuff like, I have no mouth and I must scream, and, and then he came up with Knight and the Enemy, and she's like, really? Knight and the Enemy? That's it? It's like, yeah, it's like, it's punchy.
He also wrote, despite extensive alterations from Gene Roddenberry. He wrote what's considered the best episode of the original series of Star Trek.
Yep.
The City on the Edge of Forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, Diverse Hands, probably DC Fontana worked on that one as well.
Oh.
So, yeah. Okay, so you get this, and you get, I have 2 copies of this left, and you're getting one of them. So this is the limited edition, which is signed. This has a special varnished end papers. You can, I don't know if you can make it out in the lights, but there's actually
Bring
an
it over
image.
to Kevin.
There's
Yeah,
actually
we'll put
an
it on
image
the
there.
we'll put it on the other camera for that.
And there's a special signature plate. This is an artist proof, so it's signed by me and Harlan. And again, it has all the stuff from the original edition and that new story. And then a special intro plate as well. It also has, this is Ken being clever. This is Ken learning, don't be clever. Because cleverness makes everybody mad at you. I thought it'd be really a clever idea to have a Mylar cover. See, this is like the little window, you can see through there. And then it's actually, this, God, what an idiot. This is actually silkscreen. So you see, so there's this lovely illustration, right? And then when you put the cover on, so there's like a little window, and he's looking through the window.
I saw that. I didn't realize that the drop shadow, the blue drop shadow on the words "night" and the enemy there.
It's a
that's
cutout.
see-through, and you're just seeing
I
the
mean-
blue. That's really cool.
It's really cool, but it's also incredibly stupid because it's like really
What a pain.
unpleasant to like open, and it gets dinged and banged and so on.
And I
So-
bet it was
so-
real
so
expensive
please,
too.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes, they hated it.
Yeah.
They hated it so much that only half of the edition came out with this. The other half, they just printed it in silver ink and said, "That's it. Don't ever do that again." So you get both of those. Alrighty. And there's more.
Really?
There is more.
But wait.
But wait, there's more.
Ooh.
So, Paul Chadwick and Harlan and I did a book a few years ago called 7 Against Chaos. And this is a limited edition print that we did. So this is Paul's pencils and inks, my color. And these were signed by me, Paul, and Harlan. And this is, we did this for a signing at Blastoff Comics 3 years ago? No, 5 years ago, I
You
guess.
might know Paul Chadwick from his work on Concrete.
Yes. And on The Matrix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, that Paul Chadwick. Okay, so there we go. There may be more, but why don't we just start bidding?
Sounds good. Let's
Show those up on the
take the
tab.
books over to Kevin's
that
corner so we
right
can
here.
show those off.
Hang on to those? Or,
No.
All right. Hope everyone's got your donor accounts linked.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So this
hang on.
is-
Well, I haven't revealed this yet.
This is the
This
night.
is the fun part.
This is the Night in the Enemy
Ken engorged with value.
soft cover. This is Night in the Enemy soft cover reprint, hardcover reprint. Ashley, can you show off the varnished end paper?
Yeah,
there.
And there's stuff there.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And
That
the
is very cool.
limited edition
I changed my mind. I want it back.
and the limited
You
edition
have another
print.
one.
Yes, that's the original edition, and I don't have any more. of
And
those.
these are, of
Yeah.
course, signed
no
by
fake
Ken.
bids. No, we got no fake news, no fake bids, no fake.
No, and these are signed by Ken and the late great Harlan
Harlan
Ellison. So let us, if you are ready, and you are ready, and they are all ready, then let us begin.
I'm ready.
Auction
time.
begin.
300, 750.
Begin. I mean, it's begun in chat. I'm sorry. We're up to $750. We're up to $900.
We still see it on
I
the
was waiting
overlay.
for the overlay to come sweeping in.
1,000.
$1,100 from Thinks Too Much. It takes. This happened once before. It takes a real long time for the overlay to show up. I'm not sure why. 11:05 from I Am Clockwork. Remember, everybody, if you are new to bidding at Desert Bus, watch the chat, not the stream, because we are going to be delayed by a couple seconds because there is
That's why it's BidBot's down.
buffering. Oh, BidBot's down. Well,
Bidbot.
2,000.
Oh, there it is.
restarting BidBot. Oh, there we are. All right, we're up.
1,500.
$2,048. Wow, that launched right up there. The Powerful 2 says, missed me? The Powerful 2 with the high bid of $2,048.
And remember, this is for the children.
Yes, indeed.
This is what this is all about. I mean, it's just I'm so pleased to be here and be able to add value.
I Am
But-
Clockwork with 2053.
What an oddly specific number.
It's
I like
exactly
that.
$5 higher than 2048.
Yeah, it's $5 more. $5 bid increments. Remember, you can no longer double dip. We do have a donation drive going, but you can't use. You can't figure. We had that for a couple of years.
What was that?
Well, because you have this $7.33 giveaway going on right now. And so we would get people
right.
bidding on live auctions in an amount divisible by the giveaway, so they'd also get like 100 entries. So we've made that not able to be a thing that happens anymore. But I Am Clockwork with the current leading bid of $2,053 for this amazing Knight and the Enemy anthology signed by Ken Steacy and Harlan Ellison.
Thank you for doing the basic
I'm
math.
so glad to be here for a live auction. I like filled our auction time thing with so much music
Oh, yeah.
that I haven't gotten to hear at all throughout the run. I'm just like, oh, I've got so many good songs this year. So I'm glad they're getting used.
Okay, so
Let's-
that's greatly appreciated, but I think we need to sweeten this pig.
Oh!
Right up
I was going to give it a going once, but
No.
take it away, Ken.
Oh no. Okay, could you bring me the reprint? I'm not going to touch that limited edition anymore because it's so silly.
The soft cover?
The soft cover, thanks.
Soft cover,
Yeah, that's the one.
Whoa, 2100 from I Am H Moon. Or I Am Moon.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, so Harlan wrote a special. See, I did about 5 stories for Epic Magazine, and then we did some new stories. Oh, by the way, this also has new introductions by yours truly and Harlan. And this is a picture I took of Harlan back in 1987. 1987, that's 31 years ago. And he is here writing the introduction to the book. So this is a framing device that Harlan wrote for all the stories to tie them all together. So these are airbrush illustrations, and there are 1, 2, and 3 of them. Okay, so that's what ties the whole thing together. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, sir. So I have here the originals.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Those are not prints, those are the originals.
These are the original airbrush illustrations.
Ooh.
Like that's
Oh, look at that typesetting.
This is layout copy.
Okay. So
Shark aliens.
these were done. Yes. Spoiler alert.
They're shark
They're
aliens.
shark aliens. Yes.
Wow.
It's got trim lines and everything.
We're up to 2200 from Orastes, by the way. But sorry, you were.
Yes.
Continue.
So these, you get all 3 of these. They will be signed by me because I haven't signed them yet. But as you can see, these are all signed by Harlan.
Wow.
So not long
That is
after we did the
gorgeous.
book, thank you. Not long after we did the book, Harlan signed all the originals. Dang. So
2500 from
Excellent.
Cephas Hero.
Okay. So and I rarely do airbrush illustrations anymore. Actually, I do, but
Special occasion.
They're so pretty though.
I know. But I got kind of like
Burned
sour
out?
with the oh Ken, he's the airbrush guy. So So anyway, so you won't
the one
find
with the-
many of these.
The first one with the purple is just
Yeah.
love it.
Thank
So
you.
here, look at it close up.
Oh my god.
These are amazing. 25 from I Am H Moon now.
Ken, they're
Absolutely.
amazing.
This is Lebowski level.
Oh, I love the texture on them.
Yeah. They
So
really
when you
tied
airbrush
it. In the
it,
year
it's like such a
2525,
nice
I Am H
fine grain on
Moon
it,
with
and
the
then you
leading
get in there
bid.
with pencil or whatever. So.
Serge, could you transport those over to
Okay,
Cat
you're
S?
allowed to touch it.
2552 from
Excellent.
Monad Burrito.
Okay, so you also get this lovely
Piece of cardboard
Mylar
to store the.
envelope
Yeah.
with the sleeve.
Oh,
There
look
we
at
go.
Your
those.
exhale
Shipping
sharply
appreciates
into it.
that.
they're they're out of order. Oh well.
Whatever. No, that's the brilliance of storytelling. You can
That's
do whatever
true,
you want.
you can.
First they were sharks,
20
then they went away into space.
2,700. All
That hasn't
right.
actually. That didn't. I don't know why that didn't get picked up by BidBot. Maybe Zanzibar. I assume I recognized your name. Is your account connected appropriately? Zanzibar attempts to bid 2,700, but BidBot has yet to see it.
27.
Oh,
2750
was
all right.
already thinks too much. Says I have decided I'm still in.
Hey.
Good.
Zanzibar was saying, "Don't make me do this. I already own a copy of the book."
It makes a great Christmas present for someone in your life who would appreciate that.
I was
2760.
I was about to say, is your copy signed by Ken Steacy and Harlan Ellison? But if they're watching us, it could well be.
Yes.
They
Yes.
might have got it from a previous year.
are those-
2760 from IMH Moon. What was
How are those pages made?
Yeah.
How are what pages made, Alex?
Now I know what no, it's gone.
Let me mind meld with you.
Marshall feels like when he's doing coverage.
Yes.
And he pitches a question. Everybody's like, "Man, you're stupid." I was setting the other guy up. Never mind.
Do we actually have? Are we up to 3,000?
We are not, but we are looking like we could get there. IMH Moon with the current leading bid of 2760.
Oh, we gotta get to $3,000. Come on, come
When we
on.
get to $3,000.
Sorry, Zanzibar says yes, it is from a previous Desert Bus. They have the 2-page spread.
Oh, yay!
I thought I recognized your name.
Perfect. Well, now you'll have 5 pages.
So eventually you'll be able to print your own. All right, we are going to give
I think.
IMH Moon. We're going to give a going once for $2,760 for this wonderful set of the paperback of 1988. I was
Come
wrong. It's
on. We can do
2,850
this.
from Thinks Too Much. It's
For the
the
kids.
the soft cover, the hard cover, a print of Seven Against Mankind, all of them signed by Ken Steacy and Harlan Ellison, and 3 original, the pages that were used to make the printing go with original airbrush
Yeah, so the
pieces.
$3,000, you get the cardboard. You get the Mylar snug too.
The plastic bag, yeah.
Double Mylar.
A double bag must have
Almost a
item.
triple Mylar.
Whoa! So
right.
IMH Moon attempted to raise it to 2848, but it's metrics in with 3,000 even for Ken and the kids.
Yes. Okay. Should we give that a going once?
I think we can give that a going once.
Let's
We
give
can
that a
see
going
if
once. 3K.
see if we got to give
3K.
maybe Zanzibar or H Moon a
Also-
second or two to figure out their finances. Please bid responsibly. Kathleen's not here to tell you.
Call
Please
your
be
financial
responsibly.
advisor.
Also, if you're in the States,
Oh yeah.
you can get
A
a tax
tax
receipt.
receipt.
That's
if
true.
you ask
Oh,
us for
so
one.
that's like,
If you
depending on what bracket you're in, that
Because
could
it
be
is a
a
charitable
massive
donation.
savings on your.
It's like earning money.
Well, let's just keep bidding.
And helping kids at the same time. It's amazing.
Oh!
Oh,
They're
IMH
not
Moon absolutely is still in it with
I love it.
$3,013.
also check if your company matches donations to charitable organizations.
Yeah,
They
also
can do
that.
that?
Dump that
Some
on them.
companies
Some companies have a corporate
Sweet.
giving thing.
I
IMH
love it.
Moon is too powerful to let its metrics take the cake. Its metrics.
Wow.
Are you still in? Zanzibar says that they are out unless Ken's throwing in the cover art, which my bank hopes he doesn't.
I actually do have the cover. But maybe next year.
Yeah. All right. Let's give IMH Moon a going once with
Going once.
$3,013. Remember, if you're bidding, watch the chat. Do not watch the stream. The chat is the real-time thing that we're watching to make this all happen.
We got the long-standing battle of Fugi v. Ashton for calling the shot so far. Fugi's 2 for 0 right now. Ashton just can't keep up with those younger, faster fingers.
So quick.
We're dialing this one
One
in
of
here.
them young gamer
Shall we go?
kids.
Shall we go? Like
Let's
twice?
give IMH Moon a going twice.
Going twice.
I believe that is. Oh, Ashton got there. Good job, Ashton.
Yeet.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Its metric says, okay, I'm still in with 30-50.
Take the shot.
Up to 30-50.
Take the shot.
All right.
I
We have
love
to
it.
bring this to a logical
Now
conclusion.
we're,
So
we're actually getting a lot of tax advice here. The standard budget is $12,000.
let's give
And then right next
metrics
to that is
going
pew,
once.
Pew pew. Pew, 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 pew. Do you see that one where like
I
the
think it's
benches
all
from the
down to
church are
IM
being fired
metrics.
out? They're going pew,
Sorry,
pew, pew, pew,
its
pew.
metrics and IMH Moon. Pardon me. Its metrics has been given going once. We don't know if H Moon is still in it or not. I have not seen confirmation in either direction. So let us give its metrics going twice for 3,050.
Oh, there it is, there it is.
Yes!
Oh,
There They're still in it. Oh, they're still in it with 3,075, a $25 jump. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's heating up. This is only the first auction of the night. It is getting feisty in here.
It is. So what are we at now?
Well, now we're at 3,075, and we're going to give IMH Moon going once.
Which is over 1% of the total. Wow.
Its metric says, oof, you got it. They were the only... No, they're not, because Tasty Locks just decided to show up.
New challenger.
I said, what do you mean watch the chat, not the stream? You read the chat and watch the
Tasty
stream.
Laxa is one of our
3080.
biggest supporters.
IMH Moon
We love
thought they had it. Its metrics had stepped back and basically handed it to IMH Moon. And here comes Tasty Loxa with 3080. So guess what? Loxa out of nowhere. You get it going
I
once.
love Laxa and bagels.
That's not okay.
Oh, sorry.
The Fugi v. Ashton. Fugi is winning 7-0.
Very nice. Very nice.
Wow.
What does that mean?
It's whoever
Calling
hits.
the going one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ashton got one.
Someone spelled my name wrong. That's
twice.
it. All right.
Is IMH Moon? Yes, they are. 3088. IMH Moon is still in this race.
Wow.
man.
IMH Moon going once. Is Tasty Loxa still in this as well?
Are we
Let's
going to get
find
to
out.
31, do you think?
It's so close.
It's so close to 31,
I'm waiting for the 30.
which would be 1%, right?
I think so.
That'd be 1% of the total.
Yeah, I think so.
Ken, it's spelled Stacy. Thank you.
Is this only the first auction? This is
It
only
is.
the first auction. All right, IMH Moon 3088, going twice. Tasty snipers, take your shot.
I love the chat. Okay, so what are we at? We're at 3088.
We are at $3,088.
Holy moly.
IMH Moon with the current leading bid. We've
Going
gone
once.
once.
We've
gone twice.
Twice.
Where's the bell?
Ken, I think you can take
Is
it.
that it?
I think so. Sold!
3088.
Ashton got the one that mattered. Ashton got the soul.
Pretty bang on there.
Bravo.
you.
Sold
bravo,
to Taste.
bravo,
Nope,
bravo.
sorry.
No.
Thank you, Tasty Loxa, for your bidding.
Yes,
Sold
thank
to IMH Moon for $3,088.
Holy moly.
Bruh.
Sorry.
Fantastic. Thank
I
you.
need some water.
Perfect timing on that though, because we are
Hey,
26
we-
seconds from the completion of the first giveaway.
Yay.
That's terrific. That means we can draw the winner of that giveaway and then move on. We can set the next giveaway up. So actually, Ken,
Yes, hello?
while we do the administrative things for the winner of that giveaway,
Yes.
what's the next giveaway?
The next giveaway, according to my notes here, is Miscellaneous Stuff lot. By Ken Valiant Stacy. Nothing to see here, just a bunch of miscellaneous posters, postcards, greeting cards, signature plates, and stuff that Ken's done over the years. Move along, nothing to see here. Like, according to the notes. So I have no idea. Where would that be?
Quick note, if you won that, if you want it personalized, please send an email to prize@desertrest.org so you
Yes.
can have Ken personalize it before he leaves the
Yes,
building
yes,
this
yes.
evening. Thank you!
That means you, IMH Moon.
Probably want to send that email right now.
This very instant.
Okay. Oh, here we go. All right.
Oh boy.
Ken,
what's
do you
in
wanna,
here?
Do you want to find out? Actually, we should take the giveaway.
Oh, that's right, we
That
have to do
thing
this. Yes,
off
yes,
the
So
off
we
the
have,
overlay.
we have to do the thing.
Because we'll replace that with another one in a moment. But we have
we have
already
the winner?
we've already determined the winner. Do you want to find out?
I would love to.
Punch it. You're okay, Ashley.
What's
It's
happening?
the Lame Name Game! Congratulations! Congratulations! And that first giveaway, Ken, of graphic novels and such, raised $1,898.
Thank you.
If you were the winner of that giveaway and you would like it personalized by Ken Stacy, please send an email to prize@desertbus.org.
The Lame Name Game is in chat and says, "Whoa!" So yeah, send an email right away so that because if you want it done, we can get it done tonight before
Tonight
before we
before
release Ken back
Ken
into the
goes
night.
to bed.
Did you say $1,890?
Wow.
I did.
So we're like $10 short of $5,000. So
Yup.
amazing.
Is that a good thing?
On two,
Yeah.
just 2 lots so far. Amazing.
You're doing great.
That's awesome.
You're doing great.
Okay. Imagine my relief.
What's your?
Okay, so this is like the miscellaneous clear out the closet stuff. So let me see. We have 2 standing notations. I thought it was standing ovation or ovulations or something. So these are actual like 3-dimensional stand-up. Do you want me to demonstrate these?
Sure.
They're kind of adorable. Okay. So this is the Spider-Man one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, what?
It's like little 3D thingies.
Yeah.
We had one similar. You brought some of these at
Right.
Desert Bus 10, and we set them all up. They were pretty fun.
Look at this on camera. Look at this.
Aww.
Spider-Man.
wicked.
Spider-Man.
Wishing happy birthday, man. Oh, and there's an X-Men one with the
Is Wolverine about to
Oh my God.
slice
Beast
and
is
dice?
Beast is forcibly putting a party hat on Wolverine and saying, "Happy birthday, you
Who's
party
about to
animal."
Cut the strap. Okay, so you get those.
Good old Wolverine.
That was
Camera
the last
one,
thing
camera-
Beast ever did.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
I'll take those.
thank you.
Thank you.
And you can take those too. Okay, so you also get a Tempest Fugitive rack card die cut for your safety and comfort or something. You get what's this? Oh, this is a Sacred Profane signature plate and a Tempest Fugitive signature plate, both of them signed, and a Modern Myths and Icons, the comic art of Ken Steacy, a show I did back in 2009. Oh my God, that was 9 years ago. Hey, that was almost as long ago as I started doing Desert Bus. Oh, look!
Oh,
It's Schmichter, and Schmondo.
It's your boy.
oh, see,
The
don't
poster.
steal.
So, what else? Oh, this is really cool. This is a Dungeons and Dragons Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm that I
Hey.
did for our good friends over at Codename Entertainment.
Hey, look! It's Minsk.
It's Minsk and Boo.
Minsk and Boo.
And like Minsk is Boo goes for the eyeballs.
He's a pygmy giant space hand.
Okay.
This is cool. This is an uncut, unfolded cover for the first issue of Tempest Fugitive. So this is a proof copy of the first cover of Tempest Fugitive.
Cool.
Schmichter, and Schmondo again before we figured out their costumes. Wow! The Van Cath, the Vancouver Comics Art Festival poster from 2016. Thank you. The poster from my show featuring Ultra Boy or Astro Man, one of the two. I can't remember now. CCAF 2017. That was last year. And then there's some posters too, I think. Could you pass me?
Which one?
I'm just not sure which one. Try the Iron Man one. Can you just pass it over? Thank you.
Are you sure this isn't like some sort of rocket?
No, I'm not.
This was one of the best ideas for con swag they ever had.
Poster tube?
Like this was a
Did you
CCI
get
thing,
one?
wasn't it? If I did, I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, that's a Comic-Con. It's a Stark Industries poster tube,
Yeah.
if I recall correctly.
You want it?
Huh?
You want it?
So this is all in the same
Yeah.
giveaway lot. Ken?
Yes.
Holy moly.
Yeah, okay, so you also get. Ta-da!
Whoa.
I'll help you.
Hey, it's the
Okay.
X-Men's.
It's the X-Men's. Oh, look, and there's Beast again. He's escaped from Wolverine on his birthday. Okay, thank you. And then here is. What is this? Oh, this is a Kamiko. These are all the characters that Kamiko were publishing back in the day. And then finally, Tempest Fugitus.
You can't display all the stuff.
There's too much value for Kevin.
I know. Okay, so that's all the stuff. So so that's the miscellaneous stuff
Can't display all the stuff.
lot. So we need to come up with a random number. I noticed that it's 8:06 p.m. We should just keep going with that. Like
I mean, that's going to
number.
get impractical at some point, but
How? How will that get impractical?
maybe not.
Well, it's
Maybe
Oh,
it
it's got to
won't.
be under $10.
No, it does. You know what? You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Fine, go for it.
Well, $87. You said fine. Okay, all right. Wait a minute. On a 24-hour clock, that would be $20.06.
That's high for a giveaway.
All this like $20 for all.
806 was fine. I was.
All right, $8.06.
I shouldn't have
then.
said anything.
Stop whining.
All right, $8.06.
This is so weird that I'm looking at myself on TV because I point this way and it's like.
It is always backwards.
It is.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's not a mirror. Yeah. All
okay,
right.
$8.06, and you have 23 now minutes. How about that?
Sounds great.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
So $8.06 for. Let's quickly over to Kevin again. $8.06 for all of this, all of that one poster.
Quickly,
it's
all of that
and
poster.
that poster
and
that
the
Lord
bang.
Hosk apparently had on his wall
Card down.
for like a decade.
Card down.
It's just a whole bunch of stuff, and Ken will sign all of it if he hasn't already. And
He hasn't already.
He
Well,
hasn't
actually,
already.
there's one right there. That's
Right.
right.
Wolverine.
Yep.
So
Okay,
get into the
All
draw
right.
to win that.
go.
All right. What's your
Okay.
next auction?
Astro Boy bombs away. Will you fight evil today?
Somewhere else in the building, I'm sure Johnny is also whistling this.
Where's
His
Jim?
ears have perked up.
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to have beverages? Oh, you've got a beverage.
Would you like a beverage?
Water bottle if you need.
No, I would like some more of that tea.
I'll
We
get
have
some other
tea.
There was what was the kind of tea that
We
I
have
had?
green tea, Assam, or herbal.
I think it was green that he had.
Was it green? If it was from the bottle in the fridge.
Brett will know. Brett made
Okay,
it.
we'll get it on. Yep.
Icy cold, please. I want it to hurt.
Wow.
You prefer iced tea, not hot tea?
Oh, yes, this is iced tea.
Okay.
Oh,
From the
it's
bottle.
probably from the concentrate then.
It's from the concentrate. That's right.
Ah, okay, we got you.
Say the
We got
word
you.
Concentrate.
What?
Got him.
What just happened?
I'm just mean.
Okay. So what's? It's a,
Hello.
it's a,
It's
it's
pleased
a,
to be greeting you here.
it's an
Do
interesting.
we have
one.
anyone in Russia right now? All right. Who is the farthest away person from where we are right now? We are. What are our coordinates?
Straya?
Australia.
It's from Australia.
We're actually.
Careful.
Well, hey, we are actually. I am part Australian. That means you are too. Assuming.
Well, hang on. Easy.
Easy there, cowboy.
We are at 48.4 degrees north by 128.3 degrees west.
Okay, so what is the absolute opposite point on the globe? Do people still do like the Earth sandwich?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Okay.
The site's still up.
Because somebody posted a really creepy thing that said, you know, if you put your socks on inside out, the entire world is now wearing your socks.
What? No, that makes my brain hurt.
Isn't that
Yeah.
the punchline from like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? They get to the house that's been turned inside out because they don't want to be sharing whatever it is, so they built the house completely backwards so they could be
So-
outside of it.
I missed that. But that still hurts my brain, though,
Yeah.
thinking about the socks thing.
So I've got bad
What?
news, Ken.
What?
The antipodal point of Victoria, BC.
Good word.
Antipodal.
Oh, it's in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
It's in the middle of the ocean.
Oh.
The nearest
Ooh,
landmass
What is it?
to it is Port-au-Francis in the French Southern Territories.
I've never even heard of this place.
It's a tiny island in
Did you just go,
the.
that sounds French.
It sounds more Irish.
It's a tiny island in the Southern Ocean. Well, it's
I've never heard
it's the
of
French
it.
Southern Territories, I assure
Has
you.
anyone ever visited? What's the name of the place?
Portal Francis.
Port-au-Francis.
Port of France there.
Portal Francis.
I'm betting you they haven't.
My uncle's been there. What?
So this is very full. So have a
Thank you.
big
Lovely.
sip, then I can hold it
Nice
for
job.
you.
I'm
I have
fairly
to go pee.
confident that nobody
Ooh,
has
that's
ever
really good. Thank you.
nobody watching is statistically speaking
Nobody
has ever visited this
I was gonna
island.
say.
Why don't we just change
Ask,
St.
ask,
Alban?
ask Siri. Siri, has anyone ever been to this godforsaken
The
place?
French just threw a flag out as they cruised by. Mine now.
I'm sure it
You
was
can
a
get a
bottle
decent
of red
baguette and
wine.
decided. Okay,
But they-
so we're still asking, who is the furthest person away, do you think? So that'd be somebody
I can
in
say that 'cause I'm from
South Asia or
Australia.
us.
I'm telling you, Australia.
Straya.
Australia? Ken, very full Stacy. I thought they taught French in Canada. They tried.
Actually,
and
anybody in South Africa is closer
Yes,
to
that's
the
pretty
antipodal
close.
point than Australia.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we did have some viewers in South Africa.
Chappie.
Ashton.
He's
He's
here
inside
now.
the building.
Ken, godforsaken place. Stay.
Sorry, was that not the right answer, Alex?
He's got, because Porto Francis has 45.
Somebody's in Ottawa. Sorry, New Jersey. All right, nice try, guys. But
it's summer in the southern
You're
hemisphere.
talking smack about my country?
No.
No,
We're just.
I said there was a fan that watched, and I said year.
it's summer in the southern hemisphere, so there's probably
Brisbane.
about 120 people in Porto Francis
So the
this time
Geeky
of year.
Quilter, are you in Brisbane, Geeky Quilter?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
we met him at PAX.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you know where Butterham is?
It's a big country, Ken.
Actually, Butterham is not far from Brisbane.
Okay.
And that's where our family is from.
Really?
Ugh.
You should know this.
Huh? I've got a
All
mate.
right, what's the
He lives in Melbourne.
what's next?
Okay,
Hi, Nick.
what's next is the Astro Boy lot. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Thank you. What am I? Okay. What's this? That goes with that over there. Okay. So here is a complete. Now I thought this was a complete set of Astro Boy, and then I realized that there's one issue missing.
Oh
which was-
no!
I know it was the dinosaur issue too, which I think we auctioned off last year as my last copy or something. So this is a near complete set of Astro Boys. You will have to find your own copy of number 14.
Unless
so,
you happen to buy
unless you happen to
Oh, wow.
bought it last year. So yeah, there we go. See, it was the dinosaur issue. Wow, this is so weird. I just want to live here because I don't have to think anymore. Astro Boy cover. Boom. So the first 8 issues I illustrated, and then the next 8 issues I wrote and illustrated. Also, we had lots and lots of help from my good friend Andrew Pratt, who worked on these as well. Did a fabulous job. Okay, so let us start the video on these fabulous, rare, collectible Astro Boy comics. And we'll see how it goes.
So this is-
maybe there's something
Lot
we can
133.
maybe there's something we can add to that.
And
Maybe
how many-
later. I don't know. Maybe not.
Sorry, how many issues is this? This is the
15.
first 15 issues.
Well, no, it's like
It's
1 to
15 of
16, missing 14.
Ugh.
Okay,
Sorry.
so practically the first 16 issues
Sorry.
of
Almost the
the-
first 16 issues mostly.
the original Astro
One to
Boy.
13, 15, and 16.
Yes.
There you go.
All right.
Somebody in chat has already found the retail price of original Astro Boy 14,
Oh, and it is.
$2.60.
Well,
There you
the
go.
original retail price.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway,
So it's not going to kill anybody. There.
so are we ready?
Are we ready?
Everything's ready? Yep, everything's ready in engineering. Let's do it.
Bing.
Oh.
Whoa, okay, so the Powerful 2
$5,
is in
yay!
with $2,048. The first bid was $2,048.
Wait.
Wow!
What?
Yeah.
Okay, going once. Going twice. Oh, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Wow!
Wow.
Holy cool! In that case, okay. Here's the deal. So, what should I show you first? Okay, back in the day, comics were colored. This is before the digital stuff. You young people of today and your Photoshop and your Quark Express and all that stuff. We used to color comics. First of all, they were colored mechanically. So you would actually take a photocopy of the line artwork and you would color it with crayons or watercolor, whatever. And then it would actually mechanically be. They would make color separations. They would physically cut out.
Sorry, thanks too
Little
much with
things.
$21.02 and
Yay.
10 cents.
So then the French started doing something called blue lines, where they would actually take the black white line artwork, they would print it on nice watercolor paper, and then they would either airbrush it or watercolor. So you'd have a black line art and then beautiful, soft transitions.
2110
And
from
I thought,
Encanis
wow.
Mal 3K or Encanis Malik, who says, I can bid this year.
I thought that would be really cool to do that. So on the Astro Boy comic book, we decided to do that.
What?
So what we have here.
Wait, what?
This is from issue 1. This is page 24 of issue 1. This is the actual coloring So this is a piece of original artwork. So what you have is a piece of film,
Whoa!
and then that's the actual original color.
Yo! That is really, really cool.
Wow.
Okay? So again, they would shoot this for line, so you get a nice crisp, black and white, black line, and then you get all that lovely modulated color. So there you go. So that is like an original that goes with this lot.
That's amazing,
Wow.
Ken. Wow.
It's like Photoshop, but real.
Like Photoshop, but real.
Really?
Okay, so let's keep bidding.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, I drew myself up
Okay.
there.
Belongs in the museum. Well, you can put it there. You can bid on it and put it there.
Yay.
22, 22, 22 from Thinks Too Much.
That's a team order bid if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, can we get that in the Kevin corner? Yes, let's do that.
I'm trying to clean up Kevin Corner.
Matterine, could one of you take that over to the Kevin
Yes.
corner so we can show that off with the greater visual fidelity that only a camera we've arbitrarily named Kevin can bring?
Ken Photoshop and real.
So you gotta be careful what you say out loud during Desert Bus because it just becomes canon.
We've got a cannon now?
Again, apparently, I just said
So
it.
what did you just say, Matt? Something.
No, it was just while we were setting things up. Sarah was like, we need to figure out what we're gonna name this camera, and Sarah said Kevin, and it's Kevin now.
I don't see any more bids. I'm going home.
Hey,
Oh.
no, come back. And then wait, when it's on that shot, could you flip the film part up to show the?
Am I allowed to
Of
Yeah.
course you are.
Yeah, Ken was just doing it. No, the other corner. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's
Actually-
so neat.
If you got a piece of white paper, you can just slide it underneath so you can actually see.
I love stuff like that. Orastes with 2314 who says Chaos Reigns.
Yay!
That's amazing. I love stuff like that because it's not just art, it's also process.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that from a design perspective.
Now slide that white thing out slowly. I love that too. That's really cool.
Like magic.
That's really cool.
There you go. Okay, but we need to get this bidding thing going on. So what if I was to say, you know what? How about if I throw in?
What? Hold on.
What is that?
This is the actual zinc plate that we use to print the blue lines with. Now, unfortunately, this one does not have that actual page, but it has pages 1 and 2, and I don't know. Oh, and 17 and 18.
What on earth?
This is a printing plate from back in the olden days. before they-
We have a bit of 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 cents from Tasty Laksa.
I haven't seen one of those since high school.
I know.
There was a
I've never seen one of
There was
those.
a Dig Gate team order in the Smack Shop.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, the ones we used
Oh,
weren't
no.
as good as this one is.
I like
So-
that it doubles as a thunder generator.
Yes.
So Jiku Koto showed up and tried to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They were trying to bid the same amount as Tasty Laksa.
Yay, team order! Yay!
I need to hold that. I need
Yeah, you
to know
do.
what that feels like.
It's also like punched as
Yeah.
if it's for dot matrix.
Yeah, 'cause
Well, it would actually go into a roller, and
They
then
hook
and then a
on this.
blanket would pick up. It would be inked, and then it would go onto a blanket, and the blanket would then print it onto.
That's whack.
Wow. Yeah.
That's really
Wow,
cool.
it's really.
Metal.
It is. It's a piece of very thin metal.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Depending on the type of metal you're.
The detail.
So what are we up to?
We're up to
Two,
I'm
three, four.
sorry. We're
Oh,
up
very
to
nice.
23.52 and 1 cent from Encanis Malik.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll play with it.
Hashtag Team Chaos.
That's-
No!
That's so cool.
That's really, really, really neat.
metal sheet.
Metal sheet.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks too much with 246802 who says hashtag team order. This is really cool.
Yeah. Oh, where'd the T end up? Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You can probably keep it safely back here.
Yeah, take the comics over to Ashley so she
Okay.
can keep
Disappointed that
she can
table.
keep everything
Well,
together.
as much as I appreciate these bids, I think we could do much better.
Really?
I
So
really
does
do.
Cephas
2,500.
So does Cephasero, yeah.
We're
You're
doing
not
alright.
done yet.
Ceph is here with
We're not done yet.
25.01
What
and
if,
17 cents.
No way. You could possibly top.
What are you taking up from a
Zinc
zinc
What if,
print plate?
Uh-uh.
I don't know. What if I was to throw in an original page.
Ah!
This is honestly, I'm pretty sure this is the last page I have that actually has Astro in it. You can't see him because he's moving so fast. He's punching a hole through this tank.
Oh yeah.
And again, Andrew Pratt did a lot of work on this page as well. He did a beautiful job on it. So that's an original. I'm not sure which issue this is from though. I think it's probably from, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones I wrote. So probably 8, 9, 10, one of those. Okay. So there's an original. So
It's hand lettered too.
yes, indeed.
Wow.
Okay.
Astro is
Okay.
Oh,
basically-
3,000.
Seven's Hero
all
just
right.
space
Hey.
bid themselves up to 3001, saying yes, please.
Oh, okay. Then
Wow.
who space bid themselves?
Cephas Hero.
Okay, well, listen, dude. How about I give you like a second page? Just cause, you know. So this one has not the main
Wow.
characters, but it has Astro's dad, the wacky scientist who created Astro Boy. I can't remember what his name was.
Creepy looking guy.
He's a very creepy looking guy.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Wow.
So now, there's
Bruh.
2 originals,
Okay.
and the zinc plate, and the hand lettered thing.
The cameras are not doing justice to the saturation on these.
No,
pages.
they look
This-
gorgeous.
No.
Ashley wants
May,
to.
may, may,
I noticed
may I
something.
touch them?
What?
On the
Man.
back of this one.
May I touch them?
Oh no, the other one. Oh look, the sketch of a donut.
With a plug in it. What?
Sure, why not?
Sure, I suppose.
Was the original just laying around and you're like, I'm hungry, let me doodle a donut?
Probably.
What a great gift.
you.
Look at that.
That's
Yeah,
that's
Gives
cool.
real well.
That's so
Ooh,
cool.
that does, yeah. Ken,
That's
it's
so
magic,
cool.
Steacy.
All right,
No,
so
what, okay, what do you?
Holy Mother of God. Ken, Holy Mother of God.
we've
Steacy.
held strong on 3001 for the last several
Aw,
minutes.
Man,
So
come on.
let's give Cephas Hero a going once.
Going once.
Are you saying that there's more if the bid
He's
goes
got
up
something
higher?
else. He's slow rolling.
Well, what?
What?
No.
Well, you don't have to add it to the lot if you don't want to.
Ken, there's definitely nothing else in this cellophane envelope, Stacy.
It's a little.
Please make a game action.
Hey, wait a minute. I'll just go.
Okay,
Well-
somebody wants to see it.
Terrible Plan.
If you want to see
Has
it, hey,
bid up by-
you gotta pay to play, man. Come on.
Terrible Plan is bid up by
Oh!
almost $100 to $3,100.
I think that's worth seeing what's in this. So what you get is this mylar sleeve.
Ooh.
Don't put plastic on your head, please.
Oh, that's
Safety
right.
first.
There.
No desert bus.
It was his last year, as foretold.
It was. All right. 3,100. Can we do any better? Okay. Can we do any better?
The next team order
I think
number
they're
is
I think they're
333.
waiting now.
Okay. So what are we up to? 3,100.
Yep.
Yeah.
3,100.
Okay. I did two two-page spreads over the course of the comics. And I think I auctioned off one of them a few years
It
ago.
sounds familiar.
Yeah. This is the other one.
Ooh. Ooh. Those are like shark robots.
Holy moly.
All right, we have a new high bid.
They're eating that building. Whoa.
Yay,
3216
now
from
we're
Cephas
talking.
Hero,
Now we're
maxing out my
talking.
busing budget.
Is this also an original?
I mean, if you're gonna
Yes.
spend it all in one place, it might as well be here. This is an original.
This is another. Okay, so now we're up to 4 pages of original. This is a 2-page spread. So fully airbrushed, the whole shebang. God, I was good back then. It's just-
Shark robots.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, 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 wow.
Police chief is on there.
yeah. The police chief was on there, and I'm trying to remember. That was like a little.
They're attacking the Institute?
Did I write this one? I can't even remember now. Who cares? It's pretty
All
cool.
right. So we're at 32. No, I'm sorry. We're at 3,300
Now we're
from
talking.
Terrible Plan,
Okay, you
and,
may.
and your plastic hat.
who says, "This is me done."
I'm just being bright.
So they're
moly.
Terrible Plan says, "This is me." They put their chips on the table at $3,300.
I think we should give that a going.
We're gonna give them a going
I
once.
think we'll give
Nice.
them a going once.
That's a respectable team order number right there.
Yep.
So someone else might be able to step. Or perhaps Terrible Plan has planted their flag firmly and will be walking away with this.
I think we should give them a going twice. What do you think?
I think it's safe to give them a going twice.
I
I
think
think
it's very
I
safe.
think
Because I can't stand this music anymore.
I think everyone knows.
Yeah.
I think the bidders know if they're in this or not.
Whoa.
Cool. Look at the exhaust.
Okay, so it's
All
going
right.
once, going twice at $3,300.
To terrible plan.
To a terrible plan.
We've gone once.
Which is an excellent plan. We've gone
We've
once.
gone twice.
We've gone twice.
I don't see anyone else bidding.
I don't either, so maybe we should take the shot?
I think you should do it.
All right.
Sold!
All right. And then somebody farted really loud.
If you were the winner of that lot, please email prize@desertrust.org if you'd like Ken to personalize those pieces for you.
Holy
Hi.
moly.
Huh, well that was exciting. Thank you. Where are we? In 3 minutes, the second miscellaneous stuff lot will be gone.
We're timing these really well then.
Yeah. So in fact, why don't you set up the next
I thought you were
giveaway?
saying, in fact, why don't you go take a break and have a nap?
Ow. That's more tea.
That's what tea.
I have tea.
Wait,
Maybe
you
a
can,
little
you can,
stretch
you
and
can
then-
have all the tea you want.
So,
Why don't we set up the next giveaway while we wait for this one to
good
finish
idea.
up?
Oh, this one's gonna be fun. I need a lot of help with this one. Okay.
What?
We got
I need a
people
lot
for
of help
that.
with this one.
Oh.
Okay. Now,
Goodbye.
be careful with this
Oh
stuff.
no, there we go.
So we got this.
This
Now,
other thing.
okay.
A lot of flat stuff.
What?
You looking for that one over there?
Okay.
This is what I think it is.
So this is the banner lot. It was a banner.
It is a banner lot for you. This is a,
And is this part of it?
Why, yes!
this is a banner
I'll
lot
be
for
right
Ken
back.
Stacy. Oh, that one just makes it more challenging for Ashley.
Sure
Oh,
does.
Oh.
This is the Ken Stacy look at me lot.
Have you ever wanted to go to a convention and be Ken Stacy? Well,
Now's
then
your
you
chance.
What convention
You
do
just
you want to
have
go
to-
to?
All right, so grab a hold of. Here we go.
This one?
Yep.
Uh,
Okay, so these are banners that we have used over the years. Don't worry, we're getting a new banner for the program. This is the old banner. So this is banner number 1. This is banner number 2. And these are printed on heavy-duty polyvinyl acetate or something, I don't know. It's like this weird, totally opaque stuff. It's actually got a black core on it, so it's like completely utterly opaque. So you can like hang it up over the window if you've got a grow up or something. Oh no, wait a minute. It's illegal now, so I don't have to do that anymore.
In Canada.
In Canada, please, that's right. Oops. So there's 2. Can I get Matt? Can you have?
certainly.
Thank you. And
I feel like I should be spinning this to tell where people were to buy pizza.
It's like I have no idea where the Pizza Hut is.
Oh.
Okay.
It's huge.
Oh, whoa! I know what this is.
Well, this is thick.
It's a thick boy.
What is this?
Is this a oh Lord, you coming kind of banner?
What material is this?
Okay, this was back when I had my publishing
A
company?
larger version of this one, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
On sturdier material.
Need Ian.
Oh, yeah, give me a second. I gotta put this one down here safely.
There we go.
All right, I'll take that.
One for you.
This is
Okay, so this is when I had an on-demand
by a
publishing
considerable
company
margin.
called Mod Prods.
Huh.
Everybody thought it was like toys you would find in an adult toy boutique.
this one is translucent.
So this is the best thing that happened from this was it wasn't the first time, but I went to Comic-Con as an exhibitor, which was very, very cool. Need more help over here with hands. Ashley, could you?
Not many more
Yes,
humans left.
This one here.
I'm really digging the off gas on some of these.
Yeah. Oh. A lot of free monomers.
Oh man. There's got that brain dormer. Ah!
Do you remember this?
What? Oh, that. What an amazing new smell you've discovered.
Yeah, these have a very interesting scent to them.
Plastic.
Very plastic.
We need one more person.
Holy moly.
Yo, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Can you hold this thing that Ken has? No,
Yes,
come
I
around front,
can.
Sorry.
Boom. Oh, well, that's just a bunch of names, so I don't really need it. I forgot. Okay, so you get all of these banners. Yay! So you can be Ken Stacy, so I can retire.
How many banners are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the big one over there, and then this one over here. 8. So we have 8 banners. Yay! A banner year.
There you go.
Thank you. So there we go. Okay, so we need a number.
888.
Yep.
Thank you.
Great.
That was easy.
Solving problems.
Yep.
888. It's great.
Okay, so 888 in the next half hour, and
see
you
where
get
James gets it
all
from.
these banners.
Suitable,
You learn
suitable
some
for
of
walls.
Yes, suitable
And windows.
for your clubhouse, or whatever that is.
This one's incredibly sturdy.
Yes, they could probably be repurposed somehow.
Suitable for
can't
your
imagine.
4 favorite floral friends.
Black out the windows in your hydroponic facility.
Yeah.
You already made that joke.
What, me?
Your dad did.
Ken did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that. What the? It's just fired out of something.
Uh-oh, let me see, what is
It's
that?
just
I think
cool.
it's
That's a
paper.
good
Is it
sound.
just paper? Oh,
Yeah, it looks like it's just paper.
Uh-oh, hang on.
okay.
Let's not fight with these.
Oh! Can anybody do a didgeridoo?
We're
What did
all
you
so
eat?
tired.
Welcome to hour 82. Ken Didgeridoo
We're
Stacy.
all
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Please do not toot inside of the donations.
Yes,
Fool.
Inside
I
of the
toot as I
prizes.
please.
A reminder that Desert Rust does not have an official Mastodon account.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Okay.
get these on over to the place of.
Okay, so have we pulled the trigger on that one?
Wait, Ian,
Yes.
take me with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Ah!
The Kevin view is going to be perfect of all these tubes.
This is great. This suit is filling up with sweat from the feet.
It'll be like galoshes as you walk out.
Wow, it's a good thing that wasn't a prize.
You can keep that suit, Alex.
Do you want to know, while we're here, who won the last giveaway?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, because we have that information. Max, go for it.
Drum roll.
The winner is
Ken Vuvuzela.
Viral Stitch. Yay! Congratulations, Viral Stitch.
Congratulations.
If you're watching,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Oh my God.
If you're watching and you would like that, I can't even remember what giveaway that was.
That was the miscellaneous stuff on
Pile
the
of
Yes,
stuff.
the misc stuff. If you would like that personalized by Ken, please let us know immediately so we can do that for you before Ken escapes into the darkness of the night. That giveaway raised $1,055. Thank you so much.
Awesome. I got to meet Viral Stitch at PAX West.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we now? No, so have we launched the banner thing?
We have.
Banners
Okay,
are going.
cool.
25 minutes remain.
The lots
Excellent.
of banners lot. What's the next live auction?
Well, Graham, the next live auction.
Well, what is the next live auction you bring us tonight?
Stop it. Don't hit me. Don't hit
You
the
need to
person.
stop screwing around, Tracy.
Stop screwing around up there, you guys.
We gave you such a walloping.
Well, remember they would throw a switch, they'd be like, kind of like this.
I just gotta put this thing in gear.
Then they would actually have a human hand.
That was so weird.
That used to creep me out. I was like,
Whenever they show the close-up of the controls and they have a
Yeah.
human hand. do
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
Very strange
Or they would
show.
have like a, one of those gloves. Examination.
Very unusual.
Okay, it was in black and white, so you. Yeah. Okay, so live auctions. Okay, has everybody got their wallets out?
I mean,
Ken Beef
I
Jerky
don't, but
Stacy? What the hell?
Getting creative now.
Ken, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Stacy. That would be Alex. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Stacy. Ken, don't hit me. What does DualShock 4 mean?
I'll tell you later.
When you're older.
All these things that I don't need to know. Okay. All right. So apparently, I've done a lot of Star Wars stuff back in the day.
Is that popular now?
not as much as it used to be. Sorry. So many years ago, I heard about this new movie called The Star Wars.
The Star
Kind of like
Wars?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Lost Kittens. or
Lava
something.
bears?
Lava bears.
Yeah, something like
Does
that.
that have to do with the Journal of the Wills?
Yes, something, yeah. I went to see that movie in 1977 when it came out, and I do remember coming out and calling Joan and saying, I just saw the movie I've been waiting for all my life,
Nice.
and I'm going back in, I'm going to sneak back in the theater and see it again at least 2 to 5 times.
I'm gonna spoil it for
So I
everybody.
won't be No, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. So, I'll get to spoil it in a minute. Darth Vader's this.
What?
I think the reason that film was as good as it was because no one had any expectations. Lower your expectations, you'll never be disappointed. Of course, at a certain point, the law of diminishing returns kicks in. It's like, who cares? But the thing was, they were everybody was out to make a really terrific film, you know. And the best part of it was, and he's sadly, I don't think gets near the credit he deserves, is a wonderful man named Ralph McQuarrie, who just passed away a few years ago. George had been shopping around his little movie, and nobody got it. All the studios like, oh, like a buddy movie with robots and no, I don't think science fiction just doesn't do well anymore. Forget it. And he realized that he needed. Because George is actually quite a shy guy, and I can just see him trying to pitch and being very frustrated that people weren't getting his vision. So he went to Ralph McQuarrie, and Ralph had worked for NASA, he worked for Boeing, so he had a very solid founding. And so the way he drew was very structural. So he had a real sense for technology, and you know, his compositional skills were astonishing, his painting skills and so on. So anyway, so he did 11 iconic paintings, which we would all recognize. And George then took these paintings to Alan Ladd Jr. at Fox, who took one look and said, got it. Here's $1 million, go and make your little movie. And so
In 70s money?
So, yes. Well, I don't know if it was that much. But anyway, but the point is that it really took someone to visualize it. And that's why I say to everybody out there who is an artist, and actually you are all artists, drawing is a skill. It's something you can learn. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. We are all artists. I may as well go off on my rant about this. It was, what's the guy's name who did, Robert Fulton wrote a really great piece where he said, you know, you go into an elementary school and you say to everybody, who likes to sing? Yeah, all the hands go up. Who likes to dance? Hands go up. Who likes to draw, paint, whatever. And then you go to a high school and ask the same question, you get these kind of tentative kind of things. And you think, what has happened? What did the system do to beat out of all of our children the desire?
The man turned them into wage slaves.
Yeah, and drones in Sector 4G and stuff. So, the thrust of, you know, in many ways, the thrust of creating the program in comics and graphic novels was that, you know, we would sign and people would come up to us and say, where do you go to school to learn to do what you do? And there's no ready answer. And so there are, you know, lots of courses about comics. It was always about content, though. So we wanted to create a program which was about the making of comics and about these skills. And these are all skills that can be learned. And, you know, once you have learned those skills, it's just a matter of then putting in those 10,000 hours, which is pretty much what it takes to do anything. You want to play the saxophone, you want to be a ballerina, like whatever. It just, you know, takes dedication and practice and lots of hard work. So I sometimes get in trouble for saying this. I do not believe in talent. I believe we all have, what I do believe in is passion and hard work. Kurt Vonnegut used to say when he taught, we are not looking for people who want to be great writers. We're looking for people who feel passionately about something. And if you're passionate about anything, the words will come, the movements will come, the images will come, whatever. So, yeah, so just, you know, go out there and do it. And 2 most important things about making comic. Number 1.
Start your comic.
Number 2.
Finish your comic.
Yay. See how easy that is? That's how easy it is to do comics. Boom.
I did say earlier. It's that easy, and it's also that hard.
Yes. Well, okay.
But yeah, the finishing, well, the starting and finishing part is so important.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, so there you go. So please, just, what does it Goethe said about, until you commit yourself to a course of action, you're kind of spinning your wheels. But the minute you do, suddenly providence moves and all kinds of things come to your aid that you didn't even know existed. And of course, we now have this wonderful thing called the internets, where you can actually build a supportive, creative community. And you can get your. I mean, this is radical. I mean, back when I was your age, and you actually had to go to New York, you had to live in New York to work in comics and so on. And now you can be anywhere and make comics and have an audience, and you connect directly with your audience. And it's a really fabulous thing. Okay, so enough editorializing. Where was I before I so rudely interrupted myself?
Ralph McQuarrie.
Ralph McQuarrie, yes.
I can't believe I actually remembered where you were before you started editorializing.
That was a great kind of tangent.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So Star Wars, yes. So I love Star Wars, and at the first opportunity, I wanted to do Star Wars. And so I got that opportunity. And then for years and years and years after that, once I became a qualified official Star Wars artist, then there was a list of people. So when anyone got a license to do Star Wars stuff, they would go down the list and say, "Oh, this guy Steacy." You'd like, "Oh no, he lives in Canada. That's like
Why
far,
didn't you
far
change your
away."
name to Aaron?
If it was alphabetical.
It's a spreadsheet joke.
It's like the airplane, just wear in my head. So I dug through the archives and I found everything Star Wars that I could find. This isn't everything Star Wars I have done, but it's mostly.
It's everything you could find?
Mostly. Mostly. Would you know about this?
I'm very excited.
Me too.
I know this is the wrong.
Okay, so here's
sci-fi,
the
but
first
spicy.
Star Wars.
Now that's Jello
Oh,
Man and
sorry.
Wobbly.
Oh, I know. I brought this along because it's got all kinds of goof. Where's Ashley? This was actually part of. Oh, there you are. This was actually part of the Ken Steacy stuff. This is my pal Eddie Van Versen did this great comic called Technopolis, and I painted the cover.
Why is
And he did this really cool fridge magnet with it's got flying cars in it, and so he actually made it with a little flying car, which I think is such a super cool thing. But
Okay,
anyway,
that is pretty cute.
so I'm gonna,
That goes in the
that
stuff.
goes in the stuff. What else did I bring along here? I brought
that-
my
is
hot
that-
pink
should
and
I
lime
untape
green
this?
markers to sign with. What? No, not yet. Patience.
You have a holster for those pens.
Oh, I do.
Or
oh, right.
you have an actual holster.
Oh, that's for my ray gun. That I couldn't put. No, I'm gonna put them here. There we go. What else have I got here? Oh, I know. My castanets.
What the?
Mop.
Well, that's a horrifying noise.
That would drive a dog crazy.
It would.
It's a good thing Buster isn't here.
Are there any royalists here?
Oh.
People who follow the royal family. and
Oh,
are excited.
yes.
Yes.
Who?
My parents and wife.
You?
Ashley.
Ashley?
Yes.
Well, then I have a present for you. This is a friend of mine in Vancouver actually created this lovely limited edition coin of the royal wedding.
Oh, look at these two. Yeah, I woke up at the crack of whenever to watch this.
They're gonna
There
be
you go.
princes.
Okay.
Princesses.
What else did I bring?
Okay.
Oh, I know. Joan found these great little marshmallows, and there's one that looks just like me.
What?
See?
Yep, that's
See?
100%.
And you can move it around in there, so it makes it look like.
What a great Star Wars auction this is.
What else is in here?
Many more sight gags, I'm guessing.
Ken
Oh!
prop comic
Star Wars.
Stacy.
Oh, sorry, Ashley.
Okay.
This goes with the comics and graphic novels. This is a food safe pin that goes with your
Wait,
food
no
safe
way, can I
see
book.
that?
Yeah.
Does that mean you
Okay.
can pretend you're certified?
Yes. Shh.
I'm food
I
safe certified.
got this on Desert Bus. Oh, wait a minute. You are? Here.
I actually am,
Yeah.
yeah.
You are? Here you go. That's for you.
Okay. Is it going with the law or
No.
is it not?
Sorry. Serge just got
It's okay.
it. But you have to wear it.
I'm
It
sorry,
wasn't-
whoever won. I'll put it next to my pronoun pin.
Nice.
Key food safe certified.
Oh, here's something else. This went with the Astro Boy lot. Sorry. So
We should have opened that
you can
cover.
tell I'm kind of discombobulated here. Stop. I'm
Urge to
discombobulated.
kill rising.
No, I'm super happy.
How can we tell? Is that your super happy face or your super? I'm about to attack you.
No.
So this is. I actually had a friend who was doing brass etching. So I took one of my Astro Boy drawings, and I etched this little. This is like an original Astro
wow.
Boy etched pin with an original Ken Stacy drawing on it. So that does go with the Astro
Okay,
Boy
so
lot.
Astro Boy stuff.
lot.
Okay, I'm just
thing.
trying to make sure I remember where it all goes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I think that's everything. Oh, actually, no. There's one more thing in there, but it's for something else. Okay.
Star Wars.
What should I do with the Jello pudding shaker? What does it most resemble? As far as lots go.
Stuff.
I don't know. Okay, so we have a big
Wars.
box of Star Wars stuff. Okay, so 20 Darth Vader postcards. I resold that image so many times. I got.
Wait. Here, let me just hold this one up. You might recognize this.
Yes.
This particular image of Darth Vader might be familiar to you because it like Ken said, he sold it a lot. It showed up a lot of places. Asku just posted it in the chat. It's a real good one.
It's a real good
Wow.
one.
It's a
There we
gooder.
go.
George has the original, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Okay, so here's this is the Star Wars Omnibus edition, which has the
Ooh, recently decanonized.
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Means it's all a dream.
Oh no, this actually happened. It's like fake news.
I don't.
They never went to the third moon of Yavin.
Wait, who drew? Is that
This contains the story that I colored over Paul Chadwick, the Valentine's Day story.
right?
So
I was
it's
gonna say that art looked familiar.
What else? Here is the little promotional flyer for the limited edition print that we've auctioned off a few of these on Desert Bus. They're all gone now, but there's like the little promotional flyer. Here is that image again on a giant trading card. Aren't you glad magic cards aren't this big?
It would make the boxes pretty impractical to carry around, yeah.
Here's another giant Star Wars Master Visions card. This one is this is fun because when I first did it, like Chewie had much longer fingernails, and they objected to that. So I had to
Show
change
this
that.
one awful nice and big over
So
here.
they're
too.
having more fun back there than we are in here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Again, we'll put these all up on Kevin in a moment.
Ask for the hall to quiet. Okay.
What happened out there?
Flying car got Megan.
Oh,
She thought it was falling.
Oh no!
It was not.
oh, the flying car.
nice.
She was like, oh, because she thought it was falling
Ooh,
off the.
Tales
Okay.
of the Jedi.
So this is the Star Wars Galaxy magazine, which has an interview with me, the lovely and talented Ken. Oh no, the fantastic art of Ken Stacy.
That's,
I thought it
is
said
it
the lovely and
sealed?
talented Ken. It is sealed and it has
Wow.
like foil cards and all kinds
preserve
of
the
stuff.
collector's
It's
value
totally it's hermetically sealed for your protection. So you get all that, and then you also get all of these trading cards, including my fabulous self-portrait as Archie Olducci.
What?
And
Is that-
and what's this on the Allison? see
Is
this.
that?
It is.
It is.
It is.
It's back.
Whoa.
It's the Pogs! Who remembers Pogs? It does not come with a slammer. You'll have to find your own slammer.
That's okay because if you win this lot, you get the Desert Bus Challenge coin, which can in a pinch stand in for a slammer.
Or your Megan and what's her
Megan and Harry.
yeah, Megan and Harry. That would make a great slammer.
Yeah, they get the challenge coin anyway.
I never thought of using the doubloony as a slammer.
Oh yeah, it'll work perfectly.
You get that? Oh, okay. So by the way, here's where it all started for me.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's an old one.
This is, as it says right here, my Hiromi, Joe Duffy writer, Cynthia Martin layouts, and Ken Stacy finishes.
Oh man, I love M&Ms.
What issue is that?
This would be issue number 106, the last one. I killed the Star Wars comic. Sorry. Sorry.
Wow.
My bad.
What do you mean when you said this is where you got your start?
This is the first official Star Wars thing that I did.
Really?
Yeah, I did the cover of the previous issue and inked it over Cindy's layouts. This is 1986.
That's really
one?
cool.
So there you go. So that's my first Star Wars work.
Cool.
And then these. These are the coolest books I ever did, I think. So A Little Hero's Journey.
Oh wow.
So the cool thing, okay, see, we got a little R2-D2 here. All right, get this. So every spread,
right.
you open it up, and there he is in the story.
That's so cool.
That's amazing.
Oh.
You can stick your fingers through and go, oh, you can tickle him, or whatever you want to do. So that was actually very tricky to try and like compose every one of those images so you would have a floating rubber R2-D2. It got even more fun when we did the Darth Vader one.
Oh no.
Dun, dun,
Oh, he's
dun,
turned his back
dun,
on
dun,
us.
dun, dun. Oh, wait a minute. Lord Vader, watch. What do you want? I'm thinking. Go away.
That's
Darth Vader,
amazing.
why don't you be so bold? Hey, I'm talking to you, Darth Vader.
What? Oh, I was miles away.
Sorry. I was killing someone in the next room with my Jedi.
Zip, huh?
That was my lightsaber. That tips
Comment later, I'm not dressed.
Okay, so there you go. So that's all the stuff, and there might be a little more depending on how the bids go, but we'll see.
All right.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
Is the other stuff in the box?
yes, so let's leave this here for now.
What about
Oh,
this?
no, wait a minute.
I've been holding this for like 45 hours.
Oh yes, yeah, because there's
Can I
here,
open
I'll
it
give
now?
him. All right,
I'm gonna open it.
open it. No, don't open that. I think you said open the bidding. Jeez, let's
it's
do-
too late.
No, don't. Please
All
don't.
right,
only take one
while
minute.
Ashley goes and puts those over on the Kevin camera, everyone in the room is ready. Engineering,
All right,
you're
we'll start
ready.
the bidding at
Great.
at 50 billion quatloos.
Chat,
Wait, what?
are you ready? I hope so, because we are going to open the bidding for this lot of Star Wars Ken Stacy
1050 out of
memorabilia.
there.
Wow, what a great start. I'm sorry. The Powerful 2 is just in there with 2048. Look at this. Look at those trading cards. Again, all this
Yes,
signed.
team order.
2345. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
The magazine has an interview with Ken that is as an actual copy of Star Wars
50
issue
billion
106. Those children's books are amazing.
I know they're really creepy.
IMH Moon tried to get in there with 2222, but Master Gunner was already at 2500. Goodness gracious! Wow, that ramped up. That escalated
Somebody had the
quickly.
high bid for 4 nanoseconds.
So Ken, we're up to $2,500 already.
Okay.
Is that all? Oh, I mean, wow, that much.
Wow, did you say that out loud?
No. 50 billion quaaludes?
I don't know how many.
Oh no,
No,
quaaludes.
50 billion Quaaludes. Oh, that's
Whoa, let's go to the disco. 27.
Revenant
okay.
77 with 2750.
When we hit 3,000, I'll give some serious thought to maybe taking a bid.
Well, and Kenneth Malik and Thinks Too Much both tried to bid and were already outbid by Revenant
Can we
77.
have bedtime story with Ken reading one of those children's books to us? Sure.
Wait, what? Don't make promises you can't keep. When this,
Oh,
It's pretty cool that we got the Yargle intro song going here.
Oh, you're
What?
right.
Just walking in with that power.
28, 20, we're almost there.
Thinks
we're
Too
almost
Much
there.
on their second attempt
There
with
is-
28, 28, 28.
There is more
Very
to
nice, very
come,
nice.
but we gotta hit 3 grand, okay?
oh boy.
I'm going to the bathroom. No, I'm not. I just did.
Can't
Hey,
do
I
that
just
to
figured
us.
out what we can do with this.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not shipping it afterwards.
No.
Oh boy, no. Oh, see a doctor.
Well, there you go.
Yay,
You wanted 3
all right.
grand.
Oh, Master Gunner
Okay.
in it at
Because
3,000.
you demanded it. Remember those trading cards and
Yes.
that Darth Vader image?
Yeah.
It was used as the box art for the Star Wars Galaxy trading card set. So this is a sealed
That's the
box.
whole set.
Yeah,
Or the
this
whole.
is
That's a.
this is an entire set.
It's a booster box, I guess.
No, this is everything. This is the entire Galaxy card set, but it's unopened.
Really?
So this will, I believe, this contains a foil-less chase cards every 36 packs. So you may or may not want to open this. It is sealed hermetically for your
Oh, it's even got the Topps official stamp.
safety and comfort. It's got the
It's
official
got Topps tape.
Topps tape on it.
Well, Revenant
Okay,
already
so
wants it.
you'll never see another one of these.
Well, Revenant's already bid up to 3,100, so that's a $100 jump there.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
That's so cool.
That's really cool. And I love that it's your art that's the box art for the set.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like the royalty I was paying for that.
Well, that's nice that they did that.
Can hermetically seal Stacy.
Oh,
3105.
3105 from
Anonymous.
Anonymous Bidder, who says, squeak.
He's just
okay,
gonna
Alex?
squeak through on that.
Oh. 3250
All
from
right.
Thinks Too Much, who says, so cool.
Hey, you were supposed to ask me how I got into this business like when we came in.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you were supposed to say,
What?
how did you get into it?
How did you get into this?
How'd you get into this business, Ken?
I knew someone who pulled some strings for me.
Ah. That was Ian.
Okay, moving right along here.
Ooh.
What are we up to?
3456 from Revenant.
Hey, if we can set 3,500, I may pick out a suite.
There's more?
Well, there's Alex is holding something that rolled up. Oh, I'm sorry.
There's also something else in the box.
Is there?
There's more.
There's more. Something
All
very
right. Well, we're at
amazing.
3456 from this amazing Star Wars lot.
Ken God-awful pun Stacy. Thank you. Ken God-awful dad joke Stacy. Finally, somebody.
Are we playing the no metal for Chewie music?
You know what's funny, Ken? May,
It's
you
funny, Ken.
you may have noticed this.
Nope.
You
That's
may
BS.
you may have noticed this some years ago. Oh, I'm sorry. 3461 from Anonymous Bidder.
Yay.
You may have noticed this some years ago that if you spend your whole life making terrible jokes, as soon as you have a child, everyone goes, "Oh, dad jokes," and you're like,
What?
"No, I've been doing this the whole time."
See, this happened to me when we started teaching. Like, one of our students like, oh man, another dad joke. Dad joke alert! And everybody goes, oh god, here we go. Because what happens is, I will make a clever, ironic reference, and they'll all go, and then they'll troll me by doing the same. Like Alex does this to me all the time. Some meme, usually something vulgar.
Well, Alex is a bad
Frustrum calling.
bad metric for Jesus.
See? So what did I tell you? Just right there. When he and Raymond come over for dinner, they start doing this, and they just totally break each other.
Yeah,
Watch
no,
your
all I gotta do
son's
is-
meme on
And
each
they're
other.
rolling on the floor, and Joe and I are like, what?
Okay.
It's effortless. I just have to look at Ray and be like, ooh, what's this?
So we're at 3461 from Anonymous Bidder. Now, Ken, something you've done before that you haven't done this year
What's
is
that?
shown something off that you won't include unless
Ooh.
Oh! Good
a
idea.
threshold is passed.
All right.
So you can say that
That's a
you can
great
show
idea.
something off and say that it won't go in unless we get to
Well,
3,500.
what are we at? Okay, so if unless, how does that work again? Unless we get to what he said.
3,500.
Well, you said 3,500. So whatever you got in that box, show it off, but it won't go in the lot
I'm virtually picking Ian's nose.
unless we get to 3,500.
I've struck gold.
What's in the
There's
box?
gold
I'm
in there.
still very. Yay!
Well, we got the 35.
Well, we got there anyway.
And we haven't shown it yet.
I'm
so.
so
From
wildly
Thinks Too Much,
amused about being on
30,
television.
not just 35, 35, 35, 35.
Okay.
Team order.
What is
And
it?
they say dun 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 dun.
Whoa.
I was very honored to be inducted into the 501st Legion,
Oh, cool.
and. Dun, 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 dun. This is the plaque that they sent me along with my badge of rank. I think
Keeping that,
I'm a
right?
captain. Actually, no, because this was inadvertently printed backwards. It's actually supposed to be printed reversed so that you put it on the wall like this, so you're looking through the plexiglass at it. But they engraved the wrong side, so I had a second one made. So this one I am throwing in with the lot. So this is, it says,
misprint.
It's
in
a misprint.
it's a misprint. How about that? It's like the penny black. In appreciation of your contributions to the Star Wars legacy, Ken Stacy is welcome as an honorary member of the 501st Legion fan organization. So
That's so cool.
Outer Rim Garrison, thank you so much. And yes, I do have my new plaque, properly printed, which has place of pride in my studio. But, so this one is part of the Star Wars lot. Dun, 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 dun.
Whichever one works best for you, misprint or original Mirror Universe version.
Yes, yes.
Hang it the way intended way and just have it be that.
Holy Jeebus.
So that's already in the lot, which is currently at 35, 35, and 35 cents from Thinks Too Much. Ken, what do you want to do now? Do you want to take it to the goings once, or do you want to?
Yeah, not in a minute. Relax. Good teeth.
Do you have a threshold in mind for whatever Alex is prodding you with?
Alex.
Alex.
Hi.
Oh, that's death. That's a killing face.
Don't harm the lot. Do you have a threshold in mind for that?
I do, because this thing right here usually generates about that much of it. So
What?
Well, how about you show it off,
What is it?
and you don't have to put it in yet.
that's true. I'll just troll everybody. With
Alex, stop.
Okay, you. All right. That's enough of that. Everybody, go to your rooms. That's it.
Matt.
Well, that's the end of the nicknames. That's it.
I'd be fine for Alex.
Your room shuts up, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it. A new low for.
We're post watershed. It's fine.
We are. There's not a responsible adult on this set. And that's why I like it. Okay. Okay, so this is. Oh wait! Wait!
What? For what? For who?
What am I? What
Did
am I
another thing
thinking?
just fall out?
Yes.
It just
It's a piece of paper.
I will do a drawing on this piece of paper backwards.
That's
What am I thinking?
That's not
What?
confirmed. That's not part of the thing.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
I need. Where did it go?
Is it a movie or a
What?
book?
3 syllables.
What are we looking for?
Are we missing a tube?
Are you short an entire tube?
With the red lid?
No.
What's in it?
There was something in one of the tubes. BRB.
There's something in that too.
The
In this
Stark
tube?
Industries tube still has stuff in it.
And was it this?
Aha! No. What's that?
I don't know.
Was it what
It
you're
was on
holding?
the floor.
That was the piece of paper that was wrapped around the posters for
that
tape,
it?
so that
Thank
it didn't.
you.
Yes, I found it. It's all good.
What is it?
Yeah, okay.
Oh my.
Okay, so more Star Wars stuff. So when I did these Star Wars celebrations, of course, I would have to make banners. So this is.
I'll hold the end just to keep it.
Thank you.
Good grief.
Oh, wait!
That's all of it.
So this is one of the banners that I had for one of the Star Wars celebrations, which has a whole lot of paintings I did. This is. Oh, don't show that one yet.
Oh, spicy.
I see.
So this is Star Wars Celebration. Which one is this? This is Celebration 4. Thank you. So yeah, so this was the banner for Star Wars Celebration 4. This is all part of the Star Wars lot.
Wow.
Okay, so these are the
Currently sitting
pig
at 35,
sweeteners.
35.
4,090.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry, correction.
There we go.
A $500 increase.
Nice.
The
nice.
Powerful 2 with 4,096. Who says
show them
yes,
the thing?
please?
Sure.
Wow.
Okay, so we got one more thing because it did jump over 4,000 bucks.
Oh, I love this so much.
I have this hanging in my room.
Okay, so this is the actual Star Wars Celebration 5.
It's so pretty.
This is the actual print that I did for Celebration 5, which was in LA. I think
This is
the
the
one
Gone
from
with the
LA.
Wind.
No, this is in Orlando, Florida. That's right. This is the Gone with the Wind one. This is so clever. I just amazed myself at how clever this is. If you compare this, internets, please compare this side by each with the Gone with the Wind poster, and you'll see the enormity of my cleverness.
4169.69 from Revenant 77.
Nice.
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 So yeah, so this is the very last one of these I have. So there you go.
Okay. Let's go take these over to Kevin.
What are we up to now?
Some astronomical amount
4169.
Oh come on, we can do better than that.
69.
of- Whoa, easy, Tiger.
What if I were to?
There's more?
How much Star Wars
Your,
do you
your
have?
couplet is under the your wheel.
There's
My
a
couplet?
lot of
Your
spice.
couplet.
No,
over
yeah.
there.
Can
Oh,
roll
oh,
forward
oh,
or
no,
just
oh,
look up.
no,
There
the
you go.
couplet. Thank
It's
you.
not damaged.
This
it's
is an
just
expanded universe in and of itself.
What, are you adding more stuff? What?
Yep.
Quit it. No, don't quit it.
Chat, you may want to
Yeah.
raise the roof a bit
Oh.
here.
Hold on, everybody.
Okay, so this is Star Wars Celebration 3. These are proofs when I was making my print. So these are proofs.
Oh,
So these are the what you do is you go to your printer and you get proofs pulled of the various different output profiles until you get the one that's exactly what you want. So
oh, is this the triptych? The one with the one in the middle that's.
yes,
This is Anakin and
but
Vader.
this is Anakin, and then you get 3 Vaders because each one is a different profile.
These aren't for sale at any price.
No,
Anywhere.
they're not.
Except here.
Except here on Desert Bus.
Wow.
And you get to
4,200.
name the price.
What are we up to?
4,200.
4,200 from Master Gunner.
Shall I take those over to Kevin
You
for
can. If we can get up to 4,300, then I will also throw in.
What that?
Search.
That seems doable.
Search.
I'm sorry.
I know. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, thank
do
you.
Do you want to trade?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not
Okay.
tired. I'm just, yeah.
That's no accidents happen.
Just keep the center line in the cleft.
Yeah, well, it's hard to watch the road when I'm watching Ken.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ken's
Okay.
Oh my.
So this is the actual print set. I had 2 sets left, and this is one of them. So this is number 17 out of 125 sets, Star Wars Celebration 4. So this is Luke Skywalker, Skywalker. And then here he is as the farm boy. There he is as the Uncle Jedi.
Uncle Jedi.
Let me tell you a story about a man named Uncle Jedi. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed eye. And then this is the third of the triptych. This is the transitional image, so you can actually see him. It kind of animates.
Bruh.
Holy
There it
moly.
is.
That looks so good.
Okay,
Wow.
Up close, you can see his hand turn robotic.
that's right. Okay, so there's one more thing. What are we at?
So
4,200?
those go in if we get to 4,300. You said.
That's right.
Okay. So right now we're at 4,200. So I want to. Personally, I want this to go higher just so I can find out what this rolled up one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know yet.
Yep,
So,
there we go.
Well, there we are.
Yeah, now
Rather
we're
than 77 with 4,400. They leapt it by 100, Ken.
I love it.
So
You
those
know,
are in.
When you were at the ranch, you should have grabbed a lock of,
George's hair.
just for this.
I'm glad you didn't.
From where?
Wow!
45. All
This
right.
is a fundraiser, not a barbecue.
By the way, I have to
A
say,
new bidder, Tractor Blind, with $4,500.
so I have never met George. He has bought a number of my originals. They're in his collection, which I hope someday will be on display. But we've never met. The first time I visited the Skywalker Ranch, we pulled in. I was visiting a friend who worked in the gaming division. We pulled in behind this nondescript little BMW, like I don't know, it's like a 2112 or one of those little Beamers are. And as we're passing the big house, it just kind of peeled off and pulled up like there's a parking space right in front there. And George got out. Of course, I wanted to hang out the window and go, George, you rock! I said,
Blast her around.
don't do that, or you will never be invited back, and security will pound your kidneys into your shoes with a ball peen hammers on the way out.
All right.
So I said, okay, I won't do that. So then the next time I went, we were in the lunch in the dining room, and he was there having lunch with Linda Ronstadt, who was dating at the time. And I also wanted to go over and go, but I also realized I would never be invited back. So never got a chance to say hi and express my great appreciation for also being so much part of, yay, 45, 45, I love
Hey,
it.
45, 45,
Well, I guess in that case we're
69.
over 45.
Nice bid.
What? Stop it!
Oh, okay.
Is it time?
Don't actually.
Are you gonna
Okay.
you gonna show off what's next?
All right. So this is everyone's favorite thing.
Huh?
Is there a threshold for this, or is this in now?
You know what? I think like over $4,500. I would like to get to $5,000,
Okay.
but should we say if we can get to $5,000.
You should at least show it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is everyone's favorite. This is my favorite Star Wars image I have ever done. This is for Star Wars Celebration Europe.
Is it the one I'm thinking of? Oh, it is.
It is.
I love it. I love it so much.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have about maybe a dozen of these. The limited edition is gone. These are artist proofs. They are blind embossed over here. I have an embossing
this
seal.
thing!
Yeah, you have an embossed. There's an embossed stamp on it.
Yeah,
embossed
this is
stamp on
actually
it.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Ask who just posted a close-up
I also
picture.
do a remark on this, which is like a little pencil sketch of your favorite character. Now, when I came up with this image, I'm all about story. I'm all about narrative. So I wanted to come up with a little story point. So I thought,
Okay.
Master Gunner says that's what I was waiting
Here
for.
it is. Here it is. Start thinking about the
He
character.
knows how
you
this
want.
goes.
Okay, so so I thought, for one thing, back in the day, pilots in combat would put kill markings on the sides of their aircraft. So I decided to do that. Also, they would paint their lives. Tasty Loxa is
Tasty
here.
Loxa says you
Wait,
got me in
hold
hello
on.
with the $5 increase. You sort yourselves out while Ken tells this story.
Okay, so I, they would paint, wives and sweethearts on the sides of the plane. So I thought, okay, who saw Leia in that slave girl costume with the brass brassiere and everything? And I realized that it was only these characters. So I thought, who would do that? I know Lando. He would just want to troll Han. So he has hired Ralph McQuarrie to paint Leia in the slave girl costume on the side of George Lucas's X-Wing. And in the background here we see me
It's Ken.
loading the astromech droid into the spine of the X-Wing. And then way in the background here, that's Leia way back there. She hasn't seen this yet. Han is not at all impressed. Chewie thinks it's hilarious. Luke is like, hey everybody, what's going on?
What's going on in this thread?
Just
All
thinking
right.
about it. From a certain point of view, that might be the first time Han has actually seen Leia like that. He was blind
Oh, that's
at the
right, he was
time.
blind at the time.
So,
He's just coming to us, she's getting changed. Like, whoa, what the hell?
$5,005 is the current leading bid from Tasty Loxa. Let's take this one home, everybody.
Okay, so
Master
again,
Gunner, are you
get-
still in
get
this?
the
Is
print,
anyone else
you
still in
get-
this?
You get a
Yup.
remark.
Revenant77 is still in this with $5,100. We're now up to
I love it.
$5,100.
Holy moly.
I think it would be impossible for me at this point to recount everything Star Wars that is in this.
A whole bunch of stuff.
It feels
Nice
like
stuff.
is it time dilation at Desert Bus is a real thing. It feels like we've been doing this particular auction lot
How
for about a
dilated are
week.
we?
Okay, that's.
We're gonna need to push. Is what you're saying.
$5,100.
Ken, you get Ian, I'll get Ken.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Why wait so long? Good point. All right. In that case, let's give Revenant77 a going once.
Going once.
Are any of the rest of you still in this? Master Gunner, Tasty Loxa, any of the other names I can't remember off the top of my head.
Tasty Loxa appears to be in distress.
I can't tell
Wait,
if that's a
what,
good thing or
what?
not.
Well, they appear to be. They had the previous bid.
Yeah.
This one came through.
Mhm.
They are now saying, no, I thought I had it. Which.
Master Gunner could still be here
Yeah,
too.
Master
They're the ones who
Gunner
brought
could
us to
still be here, though.
5,000.
With the team order bid.
Now we're talking.
Wow,
Now that's what I'm talking about.
55, 55, 55.
Holy moly.
Okay.
Let's give Master Gunner a going once.
We got a pilot in the trench making his run.
Yeah,
You've turned off your
I
targeting
got a big cook, but I'm
computer.
okay.
Tasty Loska says well above my budget.
Fair. Fair enough. Revenant,
There will be more
do you
stuff.
have a response? Because we are, remember to watch the chat, not the stream. We are going to give Master Gunner with 55, 55, 55 a going twice. It's all down to this. Except that there's more auctions, but this lot is all down to this. Master Gunner with $5,555.55 for an amazing lot of Star Wars collectibles. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I'm
Revenant.
sorry. I evidently was ramping up too soon because Revenant 77 is back with $5,600.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, if we can get it up to $6,000, Alex will come to your house.
No, none of that is true.
Oh.
Revenant 77
In a princess layout.
going once. We're
No,
going
you
once
get
to
your
Revenant
choice of
77
Alex,
for
Ian,
$5,600.
Matt,
Or Buster.
Okay.
Holy
Wow.
It-
Wow.
Master Gunner is checking to see if they can figure out what the next team order bid is. I guess maybe perhaps we'll have to find out. I hope that there it is.
If we get to
57,
six-
57, 57.
This has got to hit 6.
Wow,
What more can I do for you?
You've done all you can. At this
Okay,
point,
you're
it's
right.
in their
They're
hands.
moving too fast for a turbo
And ours, as
Yeah,
we
they
say,
are.
going once to Master Gunner for $5,757.57.
They
Let's not
turned
forget
off their
57
targeting
cents.
computer.
Whoa! Yay!
Well, there it is.
There it is.
There's 6,000 from Revenant 77.
Wow.
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 7.
All right, Revenant 77, $6,000. Let's say going once.
I will say going once.
I'm keeping an eye out in the chat for any word from Master Gunner or anybody else, but specifically Master Gunners. The two of them have been going back and
No,
forth.
don't go to 6666666 because
No,
then.
that's 4 6s. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's 6.
No, that's
sixes.
2 3s. That's like twice as bad.
Yeah, 666 twice.
Master,
Gunner says it was
Master
a good
Gunner
run.
says, yeah, it was a good run, but I'm out. May the force be with you all.
At 7K, Ken says we'll eat a
So,
cheeseburger while
I
thinking
think
it's true. I will.
we're clear.
At 7K, I will go out and eat a cheeseburger.
think we're
and think
clear.
of
Don't
you.
have any cheeseburgers.
To give Revenant a going twice.
I will go out and eat shepherd's pie, which is like a cheeseburger but with mashed potatoes on top instead of a bun.
with the expectation that there is no one else willing to
has it
step
gone twice?
to Revenant. Oh, we have to Revenant 77's $6,000.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I feel like we have given it enough time for other snipers. Gunner has gracefully bowed out. You had a great run. We've gone once and twice. Ken, I leave it to you.
I think this could be it. He looks meaningfully around the room. Going once,
We've done it.
going twice.
We did that too.
I guess he's going to be going.
Hey!
Thank you,
Wow.
Revenant 77X.
Oh,
Man.
Ring for a bit.
wow. Wow, wow, wow,
Can
wow.
I take a break? Is that possible?
Hydrated.
Sort of.
What do you need?
Can you set up another giveaway before
We
you
have
go?
a new driver coming in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's gonna be a whole thing. And
yeah.
Oh,
So,
a thing.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So I need to hang on for another. My back teeth are floating. No, it's okay. I'm good.
if you go to the bathroom, you can
yes,
do that.
you can do.
Well, that's what I meant. What do you
Okay.
think I meant? I was going
All
to
right,
go
go
like,
for
Just making
take
sure
a
you were
nap
talking.
and-
You were talking about cheeseburgers. You're allowed to go pee.
Do not take anything I say. Sit down. Alex, explain the
Go,
he's full
go
of
pee.
buzz.
Go pee.
BRB.
While you're gone, we'll draw the winner for the other.
Good idea. Okay.
Let's make sure we
good. I
mic
don't have
your
to string
mic
back
your.
up.
Oh yeah. Turn the
It's okay.
Okay.
They'll turn it off in engineering.
Okay.
You
You're
have
good.
to promise to turn
You
it
don't
off.
have to worry about it. Don't worry.
Oh, that burns.
God, I was so worried I was going to have to take him to the bathroom with a little marionette thing.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Get
Make
the
him
fifth
zip.
string.
Oh, he's
I-
back.
It's not. It's already packaged.
You're a
I know
real
you're
boy
such
now.
a good puppeteer, Ian.
Did we remember to mute his mic?
Yes.
All right.
I've muted his mic.
That's my dad you're talking about.
Hey Max, do you have the winner for the banner lot, by the way?
I sure do.
Sure. Punch that.
Punch it, Max E.
Yay! XG277, congratulations on winning all the Ken Stacy banners.
Congratulations.
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 That raised $506. So thank you so much, everyone who entered that.